Welcome to Lacasse Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, where we're set to do battle in Game 2 of this two-game homestand series between the Lake Erie Monarchs and the St. Clair Green Giants. Happy Sunday, folks. Aaron Sanders with you. Welcome once again for some more baseball action here on we-tv.ca. Here's the tail of the tape for you today. The Lake Erie Monarchs, they want to get their first win of the season. They played their first game of the season yesterday, but they fell to a 4-0 decision to the St. Clair Green Giants. It was a matter of pitching, a little bit of intimidation, if you will, but they really want to get on winning ways before they check out of here of Ontario and go on back onto the road. The St. Clair Green Giants, on the other hand, they are on winning ways, obtaining a 3-1 record at the top of the division. A really good start for them. A lot of new players, but they're really rising up to the occasion. The question is, can they rise to the occasion again on this Sunday afternoon battle? We're going to have to find out right here. So you know what the story is. It's the Lake Erie Monarchs against the St. Clair Green Giants, and we'll have the call for you when we return here in just a moment.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
I am Nadia Komunich for the best in local programming. Watch WeTV.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
Hi, I'm Luke Willson of the Detroit Lions. For the best local sports programming, make sure to tune in to WeTV.
A staggering 40% of all majorly injured patients in Windsor, Essex are impaired by alcohol or marijuana. When you go out, it is your responsibility to make plans for a sober ride home. Designate a sober driver, call a taxi, or use public transit. The choice is yours. Drive sober, get home safe. Or the next ride you get might not be taking you home.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self? That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search. Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through a unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
We are live from Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. Bill Kelso along with Justin Prince. Justin, welcome aboard again for this afternoon's game between the Green Giants and Lake Erie Monarchs. And how about teeing this game up a little bit for us?
Yes, this game coming into today, the Green Giants now won 2 straight after the victory last night in a 4-0 game. And right now, for the Monarchs, they're still hungry to try and get their first victory after just getting 2 hits last night. As you see up on the screen, they'll try and turn things around today in terms of the hit category, especially with the pitching performance we've seen last night as well from the Green Giants.
Look at this. Look at the batting order for the Monarchs as they'll be batting first here in the top part of the first inning. WEYLER, MWOGU, Bellegarde, O'Keefe, Slattery, Head, Bell, Watson, and Schwarzenegger, who rounds out the 9 batters for the Monarchs, and they'll be facing on the mound for the St. Clair Saints, Tyler Papin. Papin is the lone returning player last year from the ball club, so over 25 new players on the St. Clair Green Giants team this year, Justin. So the lone returnee, Taylor Papin, that's quite a turnover.
That's quite a turnout indeed. I was talking about this with Aaron Sanders on the way to the ballpark today about the returnees, and for Papin, good to have a local player plays for St. Clair College to be able to come back for this season as well. You see the defensive lineup now on your screen.
Phipps behind the plate, Jones at first, Homer at second, Dorn at short, Dulick at third. He didn't play last night. Cole in left, he didn't play last night either. Tomasi and Ornelia, both of those players played last night. And of course, on the mound, the left-hander, Tyler Papin. So it'll be interesting to see how the left-hander fails against the Monarchs, who are looking for their first victory of the season. Of course, they've only played the 1 game. Green Giants are 3-1.
Yeah, right now, of course, starting off the series against Saginaw earlier on this week. So they're having some decent momentum. 16 runs for, 1 against in the past 2 games with the winning streak here. So they're having a good clicking in terms of offense, the way things have been starting off. But it looks like we're just about ready to get things going here for what should be a fun game number 2 at home.
KELBY WEYLER will lead things off for the Monarchs here in the top half of the first inning. Moments away from getting this one underway. Game time temperature 19 degrees. It feels like 9. Just kidding. No, it is 19 degrees Celsius, but a bit breezy, but not certainly as much as last night. Overcast, not as cloudy and rain threatening as last night. So Papa's looking in. And the first pitch of the ball game is swung on and hit down the right side. It is going foul. Not making the grab as the right fielder. Nice effort.
Next first pitch brought to you by Matt
Tried to go for it with the sliding grab, but just outside the range. That's, of course, our first pitch of the game just like that.
0-1 the count. WEYLER last night went 0 for 3 in the game against the Green Giants. And here's the 0-1. Pappas kicks and deals. Dorn picks it up, long throw. He's going to be safe. See how they score that. Nevertheless, Welber is safe at first base. It was a chopper hit slowly, and they're going to call that a hit. So a leadoff single for WEYLER And here's Jordan WEYLER. Now, WEYLER last night went 0 for 4.
Yeah, with 2 strikeouts as well, trying to turn things around with that. Seemed to have a lot of us more trying to swing for contact tendency.
And there was contact there, but it was foul down the right field line, right past the concession stands out in right field. Count to WEYLER. WEYLER's at first. Bellegarde on deck for the Monarchs. Trying to get things going here. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2. 0-2 to WEYLER. Crowd still filtering in here at the ballpark. And the 0-2 is up high. Did they just call a balk?
I think
so.
they might have, because
I think so.
We've seen 2 yesterday. I think this is now the 3rd with the man moving off to second and WEYLER now.
And no pitch, so it's still 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
And the 0-2. Curveball is swung down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 0-2. WEYLER, a pretty big guy, 235. And the 0-2 curveball is low, 1-2.
Got to give it to Papin. He's trying to go right for a lot of the strikes. Right on the lower part of the zone of the past few pitches here, too.
Pappas delivers. It's swung on and hit deep into left field. That's way back at the track. It is gone, a home run. And MWOGU, it's his first home run of the season. It's a 2-run blast, and the Monarchs have jumped into an early 2-0 lead. Well, he got all of that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he definitely did. It looked like it was near the heart to be able to get the contact, exactly what he's been waiting for, I think, for the past few days. You can see his teammates happy to see him hit the first home run for him. Not just for him, for his entire team in the early going of the season for the Monarchs.
And their first runs of the season, too.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So it's an early 2-0 lead, nobody away. And the batter is KELBY Bellegarde. Appeal at third, denied. Bellegarde went 0 for 2 last night. First pitch is outside, 1-0. 1-0 to Bellegarde. Fastball is low, it's 2-0. Pappas kicks and deals. It's swung. That ball is well hit into left field. At the fence, but making the grab or near the fence. Good play by the left fielder for the Green Giants. And that David Cole with the catch. We'll bring up the catcher, Sean O'Keefe, with 1 away here in the top half of the first inning, and the Monarchs leading 2-0.
You got a double yesterday in a pinch hitting situation.
Had one of the 2 hits that the Monarchs got. Fastball is low, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1 to O'Keefe.
Looks like he might have been swinging for the fences there. You seen that with the practice swing at first.
And the 1-1 curveball hit him. So O'Keefe, hit by a pitch, goes to first base. There's still just one away here in the top half of the first inning. And the first baseman, Casey Slattery, will step up. He went 0 for 3 last night. Runner at first, one away. Good pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Pappas deals, swung on. It is a foul ball. Boy, that would have been extra bases had it stayed fair. That would have gone right into the corner.
Yeah, he had decent contact there. Just a little bit, maybe about 5-6 inches it looked from up here to the base. Try and hope he gets a similar region here.
Curveball is outside. 1-2. 1-2 to Slattery. Bobby Head, the shortstop, waits on deck. And the 1-2 hit foul. Just got a piece. Count remains 1-2. Slattery looking down the third baseline for signals. O'Keefe at first, not a big lead. And the pitch, curve ball, got him. Caught looking is Slattery for the second out of the inning. They'll bring up Bobby Head. So there's 2 away here in the first. Monarchs, as mentioned, leading 2-0.
Yeah, Head yesterday had 2 strikeouts in the ball game, a part of 11 strikeouts we've seen in that game for the Monarchs for their first game. So they're looking to try and limit the strikeouts.
Fastball is up high, 1-0. 1-0 to Head. And the pitch. Hit hard to the shortstop, and if Dorn will flip it to second for the third out. That is the end of the first half of the first inning, and the Green Giants trail 2-0. 2 runs and 1 hit. 2 hits. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And when the scores go to the bottom of the first, it's 2-0 for the Monarchs.
Yeah, the Monarchs getting some good locations to be able to get some contact there with not just a single, of course, but with MWOGU able to get the swing he's been waiting for, I think, for this entire series. Be able to get the first home run, really, here at the ballpark. So now they are in a decent situation. Now it's time to see what their defense can do against the Green Giants' offense, which, reminder again, scored 4 runs on just 2 hits yesterday, in part thanks to gathering 7 walks in that game. You see the lineup now on your screen as well.
Dulov will lead off. He'll be followed by Dorn and then Ornelia to start this inning. Then Phipps is batting in the cleanup spot. Tomasi, the center fielder, in the 5th location. Jones, the first baseman, batting 6th. Batting 7th is the DH. Kresminski, Homer at second base, and then the left fielder, Cole, is the 9th batter for the St. Clair Green Giants. The pitcher, right-hander, Ken Boardwine is the pitcher, right-hander.
Yeah, Kel Boardwine from Cypress, Texas, played last season with the Rice Owls with 3 1/3 innings pitched in 5 appearances. 6 hits allowed and 4 earned runs and 6 runs in those appearances in his first season. Now we'll see how they align for their defense.
O'Keefe behind the plate, Slattery, WEYLER, Head, and Balgard are the infielders. The left fielder is MWOGU, Schwarzenegger in center, Watson in right. And of course on the board his warm-up tosses now.
Leading off for your Giants out of Rice University, the third baseman, number 7, Rodrigo.
So Rodrigo DeLuke will be our first look at him this season.
Yeah, with DeLuke, as you see the stats on the screen, 3 games played. He hit 200 in the 3 games against the Saginaw Sugar Beets with a double as well. Slugging percentage in the 300 with 3 strikeouts and a stolen base in that series. Tends to hit towards left center.
First pitch is low, 1-0 to DeLuke, who's playing third base today. Brady Dorn will bat next, the shortstop. And the pitch, swung on and hit into right field. That's going to drop. Good grab there by the right fielder, cut off and only allowed a single on the play. So a long for DeLuke to open this one up for the Green Giants, and it'll bring up Brady Dorn. Matthew Ornelia will be on deck for the Green Giants, and they start this game off with a Monarchs did.
Yeah, good chance. Bringing some runs early on already for the Green Giants with Dorn. He had 2 walks, of course.
And the one group of Green Giants is that they like to run.
They definitely like to run and try and get extra base, try and get some steals in there too. We've seen that a few times yesterday going for steal attempts.
And the pitch, swung on, hit to the shortstop. Touches the bag at second, back to first in the tailor-made double play for the Monarchs. So 2 up and 2 down for the Green Giants on the nice double play. Executed by Bobby Henn will bring up Matthew Ornelia, third batter in the inning for the Green Giants. The right fielder. Left-handed batter.
Yeah, went 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts as well, Ornelia, in that ball game. So he's looking for the first hit of the series here.
Nobody for a strike. 0-1 to Ornelia. Catcher Matt Phipps waits on deck. Should Ornelia do something here for the Green Giants here in the first? The 0-1 is low, 1-1. 1-1 to Ornelia. A little breezy here at the ballpark.
Yeah, you see his stats again on the sheet for coming into this with 3 games, hitting .500.
Belts it foul, out of play.
And I wonder if the breeze might have pushed that towards the car potentially.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, breeze coming in from right field like it was with yesterday.
It's picked up a bit too. High pitch is wide. 2-2 with 2 out. And the pitch, sliced foul again. Good contact there by Ornelia.
Yeah, it looks like with the amount of foul balls, he's trying to extend the pitch count early on, try and make this not as quick of an inning, obviously, and try and extend the bat as long
Especially
as
after the double play.
Exactly, exactly.
The 2-2 curve ball is hit down the left field line, but it's curving foul and out of play. And so the count remains at 2 with 2 away here in the bottom half of the first inning. Hardline delivers, got him, swinging, strike 3. So at the end of 1, as the Green Giants, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and the score at the end of 1, the Monarchs 2, Green Giants nothing. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
I am Nadia Comuneci. For the best in local programming, watch WeTV.
We are back at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Justin Prince, and look at the games on the sked today throughout the rest of the league. Lima against Irish Hills. That game was about an hour ago start. And then later on today, Galleon against Licking County, Hamilton against Xenia. And at 4:35, Richmond Hill and Grand Lake. Lima versus Irish Hills at 5, and 5:30, Cincinnati against South Ohio, and then Saginaw against Muskegon at 7:05. The leadoff hitter will be Robert Bell, the DH for the Monarchs here in the top half of the second inning, and with the Monarchs leading 2-0. Papa's first pitch of the inning up and in, and it's 0-1, rather 1-0. 1-0, the count on the Bell. Keegan Watson waits on deck for the Monarchs. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1.
Yeah, Bell's still looking for his first hit of the series, too, as you see his information on there. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts yesterday. Pardon me, with Bell. 0 for 1, I should really say, with Bell. Still, again, looking for that first hit.
And the 1-1 curveball is just fouled off. It's 1-2. Schwarzenegger will be the third batter in this inning for the Monarchs. He's the center fielder. Lights are on here at the ballpark. Pitch is fouled off the screen right in front of us. Count remains 1-2.
Got a decent swing on that. Just, again, the ball needed to be lower than that for him to get decent contact.
2-2 the count on Bell. Rapping curveball is just outside, 3-2. So the count is full.
Needs to be in the strike zone here, obviously.
Pappendiel swung on and hit into center field for a base hit, just over the outstretched glove of the second baseman. Gavin Homer just missed it, but a solid base hit for Bell, and it'll bring up the right fielder, Keegan Watson.
Yeah, look at this replay here. Just that close. Just above the glove, too. That was a great effort there from second base. Just couldn't get high enough. Just didn't time it the way he needed to get the catch.
Low and away, 1-0, the count to Watson. With Bell at first. Nobody away here in the top of the second.
Yeah, pinched hit yesterday with a walk.
Pappendiel's in for a strike. It's 1-1. Good low strike delivered by Pappen to get the 1-1 count. Not an overly big lead. Generally speaking, anything more than 10-foot lead is considered. Anything less than that, for the most part.
Yeah, right now he's maybe about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's outside, 2-1. 2-1 the count on Watson. And the pitch, a fastball and a good one, 2-2. Crowd pretty quiet here this afternoon. Rather quiet crowd. But it's early. You know it's quiet, Justin, when you can hear the wind.
Yeah. You need a little excitement here. Need a big play.
There goes the runner. There's some excitement. Hit and run. Runner will stay at second base. That was a late hit and run, and he just stayed there. And a base hit for Watson, and now the Monarchs are threatening in the second with runners at first and second.
Even with the late hit and run, that was pretty good execution there to be able to time that up. We'll see the replay here on the screen with Watson just slicing it between first and second base. And in the end, able to get at least the base hit.
I think he would have made the third, quite frankly, had he kept on going.
I think so. I think he was trying to look for the ball from what it looked like. He shifted around a couple times before stopping at second.
First and second, nobody out, top of 2. And a bunt and a good one. A real good one. Long throw the first, he doesn't get him, and everybody is safe. So the bases will be loaded on a nicely executed bunt by Schwarzenberger. Look at this.
Yeah, very quick executed with the squeeze. And with the bounce, look at how it bounced. It just stopped dead in its tracks on the bounce. That led to it being that to be able to stay on base and get the single. No chance whatsoever, yeah.
Bases loaded, nobody out, top of 2. Here's the pitch, it's outside 1-0. And the batter is the leadoff batter, KELBY WEYLER, who had a single his first time up.
And this is a great opportunity, a chance to have a big-time rally here.
And the 1-0 was swung on and belted foul down the right field line, past the bullpen, past the concession stands. Count is 1-1. And the 1-1 curveball hit up the middle. The shortstop flipped to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Run scores. It's now 3-0 for the Monarchs. As coming in to score is Bell on the attempted double play, but winds up being a force out. So 1 away. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, looking at the replay here on your screen, able to get the man at second, but it was going to be a very tight play to get at first regardless. You see having a quick discussion there to confirm what just happened there, but still a chance to get the double play if they can get something towards second base or the shortstop.
It was a high topper, a little tough to execute that double play.
Exactly.
Not tailor-made, nevertheless. It's now 3-0 for the Monarchs with 1 away. And runners at first and third for the home run hitter, MWOGU, who had a 2-run blast in the first inning. Pitch outside for a strike, outside corner, I meant to say. 0-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to swing on this one potentially.
Pappen going to first base, keeping the runner close at first. 1 away, top of the second. Monarchs lead by 3. And still threatening. There's the pitch. It's hit into right center field. Pretty deep. Runner will score on the sacrifice on the long fly ball to right by MWOGU, who gets his 3rd RBI of the afternoon. Sacrifice fly, and Monarchs now lead it 4-0. 2 out. And up at the plate is Khalid Bellegarde with a runner at first base. 2 runs in their first 2 innings.
Looking like much more different in terms of at-bats today compared to yesterday.
Line shot, base hit. Left center field. Runner going to third. Here's the throw, and he is going to be safe. Runner advancing to second on the throw to third was Bellegarde. So now there's runners at second and third. They'll bring up the catcher, O'Keefe, with runners at second and third and 2 away. Pitchers are up in the St. Clair pen. It's a right-hander.
Yeah, right now it looks like they're going to have a quick discussion because at this point in a 4-0 ball game, you don't want to lose control right now in terms of the score. If you don't get this batter out, I don't know what you can do from here if you bring in the guy from the bullpen or not at this point.
So a right-hander throwing. Number 26 is throwing in the pen for the Green Giants. Who is that, Justin? Who's 26?
That would be Bryce Stewart from Ashland University.
Okay, it's fouled off. 0-1 to O'Keefe. Second and third, 2 out, top of 2. And the Monarchs with a 4-0 lead. Here's the 0-1 to the third baseman. Long throw, and he gets him. So the third baseman made the play to end the second inning for the Monarchs. That was DeLuke. But 2 runs, 4 hits. And the score was, as we come into the bottom of the second, 4-0 for the Monarchs. And Justin, the Green Giants have got themselves in a hole here.
Yeah, already down 4 runs in 2 innings. It's going to be a pretty deep hole, especially when you think about yesterday was Giants. But remember, they ended up having in the series against the Sugar Beets where they had a lot, at least 2 of the games, close to double-digit runs stored. So they have the ability to bring in runs. They just got to make sure they get it done now, or else they have a lot of time. That is the one benefit, I think, to be able to dig themselves out from this 4-0 deficit.
Interested to see when the Green Giants will put the next pitcher in the lineup now that Pappen has been touched for 4 runs and 6 hits in his 2 innings of work. Certainly a dramatic thing from last night's game where the Monarchs only had 2 hits. Yep. Next webcast here on WeTV comes Thursday against the Muskegon Clippers. Actually, we'll be here Thursday and Friday here at Lacoste Park. So the Muskegon Clippers, who the Green Giants did play against last year, one of the teams they did play against last year and had some pretty good battles against them, by the way. So Clippers will be in town Thursday and Friday here at Lacoste Park.
Leading off for your Giants, the catcher, number 28.
So Phil. He'll be followed by Tomasi and Jones in the Green Giant lineup.
1 for 3 yesterday with a strikeout. Overall in the season, hitting about 286. So I think if you're the Green Giants, while you do have time, you of course want to try and get a rally started off now. Pretty decent guy to do it right here.
Boardwine's first pitch is low. It's 1-0 to Phipps. Bottom of the second inning. The Green Giants have a hole to climb out of. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Phipps. And the 1-1 curveball is in for a strike. 1-2 the count. Gianni Tomasi, the center fielder, is the next scheduled batter. The 1-2 fastball is hit into right field. And making the running catch and an out was the right fielder, Keegan Watson. So 1 away here in the second. So here's Tomasi, the center fielder. Had a good game last night. Had one of the 2 hits for the Green Giants.
Yeah,
they had.
That was well on the hit, so he's had a decent start to the year. Coming into today above 600.
Oh, wow. Time real nice year. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1 to Tomasi. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the second. Here's the 0-1, it's fouled off. 0-2.
Yeah, you see the stats once again, hitting, as mentioned, above 600 on base per 750 already, and it's even 1. And off to a good start.
The 0-2, fastball got him. Caught him looking. So Tomasi becomes the second out. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Boardwine, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Harrison Jones.
Yeah, with Harrison Jones 0 for 3 with an RBI in the last game. So he's again one of the players trying to get himself on base via hit.
Boardwine delivers, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Jones. Kresmanski is on deck. Should Jones get on base? Good pitch, 0-2. 0-2 to Jones.
Really liking what I'm seeing from directly at these batters early on in the game.
Outside, 1-2. 1-2 the count to Jones. 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Green Giants in an early hole, they trail by 4. And the 1-2 is swung on and hit into right center field. It's in the gap. Cut off by the right fielder. He'll throw it in and is limiting it to a single. So a single is of the afternoon for Jones. Play.
We've seen for the past few batters that he was going the strike zone, and this time, as you see, able to time it up. Jones is right towards the gap, able to get the single, and he's already trying to have a decent lead, it looks like.
Mansky did not play last night. Left-handed batter. Outside, 1-0.
Yeah, he appeared in 2 games, I believe, against Saginaw, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a walk and 2 strikeouts, as well as 2 runs. So he is somebody that can find his way to home plate.
And the pitch, low and inside, 2-0. 2-0 to Kresmanski. So yeah, he's had a pretty decent start to the season. Runner on first with 2 out. Bottom half of the second inning. Giants trying to generate something here. Look out, almost hit the man on deck, who happens to be Gavin Homer, the second baseman. Pretty good.
Yeah, bouncing right towards the manager as well.
2-1 the count. And the pitch is swung on and hit up high. Right fielder hovering under it, and he'll make the grab. No, he did not. He drops the ball, and the runner will stay at third base. He's going to say he had it long enough, and they're going to probably question that. And we will see.
Yeah, let's check out the replay here. Yeah, had it at the tip, then started walking away and just dropped it.
That's an error to the right fielder, and the runner's at second and third. Second and third for Gavin Homer. And the Green Giants catch a break. It would appear to be the third out. Outfielder might have been a little nonchalant out there, and that's why he dropped the ball.
I think that's an understatement, especially with the 2 errors yesterday for the Monarchs, too.
Fastball up 1-0. Homer. Cole waits on deck, looking for Homer to do something for the Green Giants with second and third. Chop the third. Long throw the first, and he gets him. Ends the inning. No runs, one hit, and an error. And the score at the end of 4, it's the Monarchs 4, the Green Giants nothing. We'll be back with more Green Giant baseball right after this.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
All right, we're down here at Lasalle Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Joining me at the present time is the general manager of the Lake Erie Monarchs, Jim DeSanta. And Jim, it's a good game so far, but I know we're early on to the season. What are your expectations when it comes to this club here?
Well, we're young. We're a team of all Division I college baseball players, so we may be a little slow starting team because a lot of our guys just finished their freshman year of college. So there's going to be a little bit of natural rust, but my expectation is we'll hit the ball. My expectation also is that our pitchers should be above average, and once we get going, we should be right in the thick of it.
It's working well for you guys so far. This is the second year in a row you guys playing up against St. Clair Green Giants. I mean, your initial thoughts on this club and how they're progressing so far?
Well, they're doing a great job here. This is really a nice setup, and they're a good natural rival for us. It's a nice, close trip. Our guys enjoy coming here and playing, and it's a good group of guys, good group of people that's running the team all the way around. It's all positive, so it really was a nice addition to our league, and they've done a very nice job in year 2 of increasing the level of player that they have on their team. I'm very impressed.
No question about it. I mean, there's a new team, too, the Saginaw Sugar Beets. So the Green Giants, they know the growing pains about it. But talk about this league and about the progression of the new teams, especially cutting it down to 2 divisions this year.
I like the 2 division setup, the North and the South. That's going to be really good for our teams. It's going to be good for the travel for the teams, but also everybody is coming to Canada now. Everybody in the league is coming to Canada for games. The whole league is coming. So the 2 division is great, but we're also crossing over. That's really good.
Absolutely. Very much. All right, Bill, JP, back to you.
Thanks, Aaron. We get set to start the top of the third. Slattery, the first baseman, tops it foul. It's 0-1. The first pitch here. The new pitcher, Bryce Stewart, on the mound for the Green Giants there, Justin.
Yeah, second time this season we're seeing him for the Green Giants. We see the stats from his game against Saginaw on June the 6th. Coming in relief and ended up trying to have a much better performance out of the bullpen compared to that game where you see the ERA allowed 3 earned runs, 4 runs in total on 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 4 hits.
0-2 the count to Slattery. And the pitch by Stewart. Fastball, got him. Swing and a miss. That's the first out. So Stewart gets a strikeout with his first batter. We'll bring up Bobby Head, the shortstop, who was forced out on a play from short to second his first time up. The DH, Robert Bell, waits on deck for the Monarchs. Stewart delivers, and it's fouled off. Behind us to the right. 0-1 count to Head. Up high, 1-1. Maybe a bit outside too. The 1-1 pitch. Yes, he went around. 1-2. 1-2 to Head. Fastball got him. So Head goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the inning for Stewart. 2 up and 2 down here in the Monarchs' third. And it'll bring up the DH, Robert Bell, who is 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Impressive so far, the workings of Stewart. Just tipped it foul, didn't get much on it, 0-1.
Yeah, I really like the heat we're seeing in terms of the fastball, just catching these batters off guard out of the bullpen. This is exactly what the Green Giants needed, someone to settle things down.
And the pitch, curveball went outside, 1-1. Next 3 batters, including Bell, all have hit safely for the Monarchs here, Justin. Bell, Watson, and Schwarzenegger. This is Bell. Another curveball drops in for a strike. It's 1-2. A great pitch delivered there by Stewart. That one dropped right off the table.
It just painted inside the zone there again.
The 1-2. Hanging in tough as Bell. He got a good swing in and put it off the screen.
Looks like he timed it up the way he needed to that time, but wonder if he's going to maybe try and drop it off the table again.
I think he's going to go right after him. Let's see. He did, but it's slow in the dirt. Now 2-2. 2-2 to Bell. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third. Green Giants looking for their first clean inning of the game against the Monarchs. And the 2-2 was swung on, up in the air, but twisting foul out of play. Count is still 2-2.
Yeah, right at the same time that another gust from right field just started to blow on in to push that thing even more so foul to be out of play.
The 2-2 swung out, foul again. Bell's hanging in tough against Stewart. This is a typical batter-pitcher's battle here. Bell hanging in tough.
Yeah, already approaching 8 pitches into the at-bat. Trying to up his pitch count.
Stewart deals, got him! Struck out the side. Bryce Stewart gets the strikeout on Bell. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the score as we go to the bottom of the third. The Giants trail 4-0, but that could be something that might just give the Green Giants a lift there, Justin Prince.
Yeah, that was the pitching performance they needed in coming out of the bullpen to be able to have that strong heat, to be able to strike out the side and get things turned around on that side of the inning. Now they got to try and capitalize on it, use the momentum from that top of the inning and try and carry it to the bottom of the third inning and try and get a rally to at least start chipping away at this deficit.
That was a pretty impressive performance by Stewart in that inning, wasn't it?
It definitely
Talk
was.
about dominant.
Very dominant, just in command of the count for the first 2 batters. A bit of a pitcher's duel for that third one, but just with the strength of the heat to be able to just paint the corners of the zone with the curveballs too. So, great job for him performance-wise.
A little promo here. We've got what we're talking with Bronte and Hannah. New topic every week by both those young ladies. An interesting program that we have here on WeTV. The show is called We're Talking, just like you and I are right now there, Justin.
Yep, we're definitely talking, and that's definitely something to tune into if you want to see them talk as well.
Nice view from the outfield here at the ballpark. David Cole will bat for the first time this series, the left fielder. He'll be followed by DeLuke and Dorn here in the Green Giants' third inning, trailing 4-0. Let's see if they can build on that strikeout performance by Stewart. Kate, all 3 batters.
See the stats on your screen with Cole hitting .333 already to start off in 4 games.
Hits it to second base. Easy pickup and a throw, and there's one out here in the Green Giants' 4th inning. The second baseman making the play. WEYLER over to Slattery. Easy play. Easy play.
Very easy play. That's how this is going to bump down the batting average. As you see here, the way it was timed up contact just was what he wanted to try and get a ground out, and now we bring Duluth back up to the plate.
Rodrigo Duluth, who had a single his first time up in the 1st inning, checks in now for the Green Giants. Second batter here in the 3rd. The pitch from Boardwine in for a strike. It's 0-1 to Duluth. Brady Dorn waits on deck for the Green Giants. And the 0-1 up high, 1-1. So it's 1-1 on Duluth. Duluth did not play last night. As mentioned, got a single in the 1st inning. Pitch is inside, 2-1. 2-1 to Duluth.
And that hit you mentioned, again, broke the tendency in terms of the spray chart. First hit towards right field all season for him on that contact.
And the pitch is swung on and hit hard down the right field line, but twisting foul. Good rip, but it went foul. 2-2 the count on Duluth. Hit that one pretty far, but it went foul.
Yeah, that thing went all the way to the roundabout that's just outside of right field, and one kid's got a nice souvenir as he just chased it all the way down to the middle of the roundabout.
And the 2-2 is low, 3-2. 3-2 to Duluth. One out, nobody on. Here in the St. Clair Green Giants 3rd inning. Boardwine inside, and he walked him. That is the first walk in the afternoon for Boardwine. It was close, but not close enough.
Yeah, that was a decent location. Would it tied him up, not be able to even get a decent contact if he did go for a swing, but just outside the zone for where he needed to be on the heat, as that brings Dorn, who is still looking for his first hit, up to the plate.
Dorn, who grounded a double play his last time up. And the pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1 to Dorn. Matthew Ornelia is on deck for the Green Giants. 1 on, 1 away.
Pretty decent lead off first base, too.
And the pitch, curveball, strike. 0-2 to Dorn. Duluth getting a bit of a lead. And the pitch, got him. Swinging, 2 away, and the Green Giant 3rd, and that will bring up Matthew Ornelia, who struck out his first time up. Ornelia wearing number 18, left-handed batter here against the right-handed pitcher.
Again, trying to look for that contact. Again, hitting just above 300 already.
Green Giants with just 1 hit here this afternoon thus far. Actually, 2 hits.
Yeah, it'd be good for him to try and be the 3rd hit to try and get something going.
Chops it foul away from first base. It's 0-1 to Ornelia.
liking what I see with Boardwine because they're mixing up the pitches where they're going sometimes fast, sometimes slow, not going to the same pitch too often.
He has mixed them up well, yeah.
Very well, in fact, to where you can't really match onto a pattern.
The 0-1 is away, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Ornelia. Again, it's getting a little more windy here at the ballpark. Much more overcast. And the 1-1, swing and a miss, it's 1-2. So it's 1-2 to Ornelia. Lead. And the pitch. Swung on. Base hit to right field. It's a single. Heading to third is DeLuke. Staying at first is Ornelia. So a single, the third hit of the afternoon for the Green Giants. Runners now at first and third for the catcher, Matt Phipps. So the Green Giants have a man in scoring position. Second time this afternoon that has occurred.
The best opportunity for them of the game, I think, as well, to try and bring in a runner, especially with that well-timed location for the hit, to be able to get it right in between the first and second baseman. And now with Phipps, as you see, look at the 4 RBIs, somebody that can bring in runs in the early going of the season. They're going to need him to do so now.
Let's see what happens. And the pitch, good pitch too. Off speed, it's 0-1. 0-1 to Phipps. Green Giants would love for him to get on base and knock a couple runs in the boot.
Yeah.
Pitch is swung on and hit down the right side, but foul. 0-2 to Phipps with 2 out, 2 on. Bottom of the third, Green Giants trail by 4. Bit of a mini rally going on here.
Looking at the shift, it looks like there is a decent spot to hit it again, right to that first and second base gap again, if he can get it there.
The pitch to Phipps, curveball swung off the backstop here, right in front of us. Still 0-2. 0-2 to Phipps. Boardwine deals, swung on, a late swing, and it went flying into the right side of the ballpark. Quite the distance, too. I went into the roundabout, too.
Yeah. At this point, that roundabout's going to be filled with baseballs by the end of the night.
Yeah. It's quite a distance away from here, too. That's a good poke.
Yeah, that's more than 320 feet.
Oh, yeah. Pitcher taking his time. I had the feeling Ornelia was going. Let's see. And the pitch. Chopper hit the third.
Oh.
Can't handle it. Everybody is fair. Hustling to third is Ornelia. He'll be safe. The Green Giants have broken through. It's now 4-1. E5, I think, would be the play. DeLuke scores. Ornelia goes to third. Phipps goes to first. It brings up Tomasi. And the Green Giants are alive here in the fourth. It's 4-1. Look at this. The runner keeps on going, and as he should.
Yeah, just the way I think
and the ball just died in the outfield.
Yeah. Just the way it bounced, I think he wasn't expecting it. It just Aquay tried to catch it there. Nothing you can really do in that position.
First and third, and that ball is hit hard but high. Right fielder makes the grab, and the inning is retired. But the Green Giants break through, get a run, 1 run, and 1 hit. And the score now 4-1 in favor of the Monarchs. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
We are back here at the ballpark. Bill Kelso along with Justin Prince and the Green Giants trail by 1 as we start the 4th inning. Bryce Stewart back on the mound for the Green Giants. He had a great 3rd inning, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a really great 3rd inning, just struck out the side. As we continue to look at the game day schedule, of course, not the only
couple games underway already there, just in the first 3. Richmond Hill versus Grand Lake is the 4th game. So the Irish Hills lead Lima 5-2 in the 7th. Licking County against Galleon. You got Hamilton and Xenia. Richmond Hill against Grand Lake at 4:30. Lima and Irish Hills, and the rest of the schedule is Keegan Watson steps in. He's 1 for 1 here this afternoon. Stewart with the 1-0. Now it's 1-1. 1-1 to Watson. Schwarzenegger and WEYLER are the 3 scheduled hitters for the Monarchs here in the top of the 4th inning. Good pitch delivered there by Stewart. It's 1-2. So the count is 1-2 on Watson. And the 1-2 curveball is outside, 2-2.
5 minutes remaining in the 20% discount over at the merchandise booth.
So 2-2 the count on Watson. Just outside, 3-2.
It looks like for this at bat, they want to try and keep it away and try and make sure he doesn't get on base again here after getting the single before.
Oh, it hit him. So a hit batsman, 2nd one of the afternoon for the Monarchs, and going to first base is Watson, and it'll bring up the center fielder, Zach Schwarzenberger.
I think right now, if you're Stewart, you got to just take a deep breath. You hit the batter, yes, just settle on down and try and get the rebound. Just try and potentially get a double play or at least a force out in this situation.
Schwarzenberger is 1 for 1 today, too. Up high, 1-0.
That had a lot of pop and heat on that one, too.
Might be overthrowing, though.
Yeah.
Have to be careful.
Can't let frustration get to you after the hit batter.
And the 1-0. Chopped it foul. 1-1 to Schwarzenberger. As mentioned, WEYLER on deck, and then MWOGU. And the 1-1 curveball in for a strike, 1-2. Good pitch by Stewart.
Again, able to just paint the bottom of the zone right at the corner there to be able to get that there.
And the pitch, and that hit him too.
And hold on one
No,
second.
they call that a foul ball, I think.
Did it go off the edge of the bat potentially?
May hit the bat first, then him. But nevertheless, it's been called a foul ball. Look at this. We just caught the tail end of the replay. 2-2 the count. And the pitch, now he hits him. Hit batsman. And the first two batters in this inning have been struck by a pitch. 2 on, nobody out.
Second baseman, number 10, KELBY WEYLER.
They'll bring up KELBY WEYLER, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI this afternoon.
Surprised they aren't going to the bullpen yet after the 2 straight hit batsmen too.
Pitch is low, 1-0. Green Giants were looking for the bunt.
Yeah, and it looks like he was starting to get ready there. You can hear manager Cooper just saying, be ready to Dorn up and towards first base to start closing on and be ready for a potential bunt.
Pitch hits away from the catcher. Runner's going to advance to third and second. So now there's runners at second and third and nobody away. Well, the Green Giants didn't want that.
I think they definitely did not want
No, you want the other team to earn their bases.
And you can see the frustration from the catcher after that too.
A 2-0 count on Wheeler. It's low, 3-0. Well,
I think at this point, they got to try and settle things down. Now they're starting to go towards the bullpen now, because if you get this batter walked on base, you're going to lose control of the inning.
and the pitch. Walked him. Ball 4, and he walked him. So the bases are loaded with nobody away here in the 4th, and Dave Cooper's coming to the mound and going to have a confab with the pitching staff, the pitcher rather, and the rest of the team. Also to buy time for the bullpen.
Yeah, bullpen just starting to go.
Is that a left-hander up? I think it is, yes. See if you can catch his number. It's number 4.
Yep, that's going to.
So number 4 warming up a left-hander in the.
Yeah, I think they need to go for this bullpen change here in this situation now, with the way this has been going now for this inning. It was a good start in the first inning with Stewart, but now he's just now gone to start losing control. Now you have Thomas Brumfield, I believe, now getting ready to warm up now with the bullpen.
Is that
here.
Brumfield?
Brumfield.
Yeah. Thomas
Left-hander.
Brun or Brum?
B-R-U-M Field.
Brumfield is warming up in the St. Clair College pen. 2 hit batsmen and a walk. And the bases are jammed with nobody away here in the 4th. First pitch to MWOGU, who already has a home run this afternoon. At the end of the bat, fouls it down the right field side. Yeah. 0-1 to MWOGU. Has 3 RBIs on the afternoon.
Yeah, including the first home run of the season for the Monarchs, and for him, of course.
Pitch in for a strike. 0-2. 0-2 the count to MWOGU. This would be a big out. The 0-2 curve in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. It's now 1-2.
I think they might try and challenge him, try and get him to swing at something outside the zone.
And the 1-2 in tight. 2-2. This turned into a pretty long game.
Yeah, already, especially in a 4-1 ball game, already 6 hits allowed now.
The 2-2 curve ball just outside. It's 3-2.
Yeah, that would have been a beauty of a pitch if it was inside the zone there for a strike.
Well, it sets up the action pitch. 3-2. Bases loaded. And the pitch. Swung on and golf foul down the left field line. Didn't get a lot on it. Count remains 3-2. And the pitch. Outside, he walked him. It forces a run in.
Third baseman, number 21, Belgard.
It's now 5-0. 5-1, I should say. 5-0 in favor of the Monarchs on the walk. 5-1. It was 4-0 for a while, and then now became 4-1. Now 5-1. Bases still loaded, and nobody out. Up high, 1-0, the count to Belgard, the third baseman.
Yeah, I think if he can get out of this jam in any way, this will probably be the last batter he's going to face if he doesn't get an out here. Has to be.
And the pitch. It is popped up. Third baseman's got room. DeLuke makes the play, and there's one away here in the fourth on the pop-up from Belgard to DeLuke, and they'll bring up O'Keefe, the catcher, Sean O'Keefe. 0 for 1 this afternoon, also hit by a pitch. Bases still loaded. 5-1 is our score, top of 4. Bryce Stewart delivers, and it's fouled away. 0-1. Chopped off the glove of DeLuke. Can't field it. The run will score. And it's now 6-1. Tough play to handle. He had trouble handling the ball, and then he fell at the same time. Couldn't make a play. And the Green Giants now trail by 5.
It off the glove, off the bounce, too, and
That's a tough play.
didn't even get the opportunity with the slide in the grass either. So, as you said, a very tough play, and it looks like this might lead to the pitcher's change, potentially, or at least a visit on the mound. Yep, they're calling for the bullpen. Gonna go for the pitcher's change.
Jake Goudreau is the new batter coming in. He's gonna face the left-hander. That's Brumfield. Thomas Brumfield, the left-hander coming in. He'll finish warming up, and he comes on here in the top of the 4th inning. Bases are still loaded, so all 3 runners aboard are the responsibility of the departing pitcher, Bryce Stewart.
Yeah, right now, any runs that come in are going to go credit towards him and the ERA. You see now with Brumfield, 1 game appearance on June 7th. As you can see as well, 1 inning appearance with a walk in that game. That was a part of a 12-1 victory against the Sugar Beets. That was a part of this winning streak. So somebody that has had a pretty good start in terms of his play, just 1 walk in that 1 inning appearance.
He'll face Goudreau, who is batting for Slattery. Bobby Head and then Robert Bell, the next 3 scheduled batters. But so Goudreau is the pinch hitter. And the left-hander, Brumfield, coming in with the Green Giants trailing by 5 here in the 4th inning.
And this is a very tough spot, too, to come in with the bases loaded.
And just 1 out.
Exactly. I think right now the main thing you're focusing on, try and get a double play, get out of this jam as quick as you can. Or else, again, this rally's going to keep going and going and going with the runs going towards Stewart's credit.
First pitch up high and inside, 1-0. The first offering from Brumfield.
Yeah, Jake Goudreau appeared in yesterday's game for 2 at-bats. Went hitless, though. Still looking for this first hit of the season.
Fouls it. A little bit of a tick. Didn't get much on it. 1-1 the count to Goudreau. As I mentioned, Bobby Head on deck for the Monarchs. They have a 5-run lead here in the 4th. Wayfield deals, and it's popped up down the left field line. It is going foul and not making the play, but a nice try nevertheless, the left fielder.
A really good effort to
David Cole with the nice effort, but couldn't come down with it. Unfortunately, look at this.
Yeah, you see as the eye on the ball there. And
just missed.
Yeah.
Count is 1-2 to Goudreau. And the pitch, and he got him. So Goudreau strikes out. He'll bring up the shortstop, Bobby Head, who is 0 for 2. Ground out to short on a force out and also a strikeout here this afternoon. Monarchs have had 2 runs in the first, second, and 2 in this inning of the 4 innings played. Not quite 4 innings played.
Yeah, plus they still have, again, the bases loaded as well.
Curveball is low, 1-0 to Head. And the 1-0 low by the catcher. The runner's going to score. He is safe. That was WEYLER, who has good speed. And on the pass ball, it's 7-1.
This is just getting very, very rough at this point.
Runners advance to second and third as well, so everybody moved on that one. Look at this on the replay.
His second pass ball of the game as well, I believe, so just able to chase it down to prevent any more damage, go all the way to the backstop, but again, another run scored. Just something needs to, they need to get this out of this point, or else this rally is going to keep on going and going at this pace.
Pitch is swung on, hit to the right side of the field. Drifting and making the play. The first baseman for the Green Giants made the play to retire the side. That was Jones, but a lot of damage. A lot of damage. 3 runs and 1 hit. And the scores, we come here to the bottom of the 4th. It's 7-1 in favor of the Monarchs, and boy, the Green Giants find themselves in quite the hole.
Yeah, this is a very big deficit to try and dig yourself out of at this point, especially with how things are going. And now
our next webcast there, Justin, Thursday, June the 14th, this coming Thursday here at Lacoste Park against the Muskegon Clippers. They'll be here actually on Friday as well, but that's our next webcast here on WeTV here in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate Baseball League. The Green Giants from St. Clair against the Muskegon Clippers. 7 o'clock start. As we come to the bottom of the 4th inning, in what was a 4-1 game is now a 7-1 game, and that certainly, I think, changes dynamics.
Yeah, it goes from manageable to now having to need to have a lot of production now to have a chance here at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a long climb back.
Yeah, exactly. You still have a decent amount of innings to try and do that, but it has to basically come down to, I think, the mindset. If you let yourself feel defeated, you're not going to be able to come back. You got to have the focus of just take it from at bat at a time and try and get contact and try and start something here at this point.
So 25 Goudreau is going to catch, and Sean O'Keefe will move to first base to replace Slattery defensively for the Monarchs as we get set to start the bottom of the 4th inning. And the first batter will be Harrison Jones, followed by Krasinski and Homer. Jones had a single his last time up in the 2nd inning, so he's 1 for 1 this afternoon. Here against Boardwine, there's a ground ball, deep to short, can't handle it. Let's see how they scored this one. It was deep, relatively deep in the hole. Not an easy play.
Looking at the replay here, just when he tried to go for the throw, just dropped it. And as you said, fair amount of speed. I probably was going to be safe by about half a step
Jones
by then. Already going for the leadoff.
Safe at first, and that right now they're calling that, and it looks like they're going to call that an error. Yeah, E6 if you're scoring at home. First official error of the afternoon. Jones safe at first base. Krasinski the batter. Runner at first, nobody away. And the pitch. Just got a piece with Krasinski, who was safe on an error to the right fielder his last time up. Remember that fly ball that was dropped?
And that was a pretty big moment in this game, too. So now, I think they're hoping to try and have another big moment here. Try and give this crowd something to give them to be having some excitement here.
Pitch is low, 1-2. 1-2 to Krasinski. Swung on, second baseman makes the play, throw the second for one, back to first, not in time. So 4-6 for the force out. Made a good play and a good turn. Just missed on the DP, look at this.
Yeah, that was gonna be a very tight play either way, and at least able to get the force out to take away the opportunity of a man being in scoring position.
Bring up Gavin Homer now with a runner on first and one out. Here in the Green Giant 4th. And the pitch, in for a strike. 0-1 to Homer. The 0-1, nice bunt. Throw to first, and he got him. So the sacrifice, runner goes to second, 2 out. Good play by the pitcher, Boardwine. And we'll bring up the left fielder, David Cole. Ground out to second his first time up. 2 out here in the Green Giant fourth. And the pitch, in for a strike. 1 strike to Cole. DeLuke on deck for the Green Giants. At second, Krasinski. One pitch is low, 2-1. 2-1 to David Cole.
I think they were trying to change the batter's view, so to speak, to try and focus on something up high and then dropping it down low with that pitch.
There's a good pitch there, 2-2. So the count is 2-2 on Cole. 2 out, runner on second. And the pitch, curve ball, a catcher dropped the ball, couldn't hold on. Just got a piece of it and enough of it for the catcher not to handle it.
Yeah, that could have been the end of the inning right there if he caught it there. But again, really, again, especially this at bat, really liking how they're mixing up the location to try and confuse the batter in terms of where it might be going.
Pitch is up high, 3-2. Count has been worked to 3-2. Boardwine delivers up high, he walked him. Second walk of the afternoon given up by Boardwine. So the third baseman, Rodrigo DeLuke, will step up with runners at first and second and 2 away, and the Giants trailing by 6 here in the bottom of the fourth.
He's had a nice day so far, and he's somebody that can really give them a bit of a spark here for the end of this inning.
DeLuke 1 for 1 this afternoon. Curveball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance. So going to second and third, Kaczynski and Cole. And count 1-0 to DeLuke. Brady Dorn is on deck for the Green Giants. If DeLuke can do something here. The 1-0 swung on right up the middle. It's a base hit. That will drive both runs in. Both guys score. A 2-run single for DeLuke, his second hit of the afternoon. And the Giants now trail by 4 here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll bring up Brady Dorn.
I think that was a great read of the shift there because they left the middle wide open between second base and shortstop. Great read to be able to get it to right where it needed to be able to get the contact of the runs in.
Pretty timely hit there delivered there by Mr. DeLuke. Runner goes, that's DeLuke. Throw to second, and he is safe. Not going anywhere else, however. So Duluth continues to add to his impressive afternoon with a stolen base now. So he has 2 singles, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and a nice effort from Duluth so far. Dorn now with a runner on second with a 1-ball count. And the pitch, a good one too. It's 1-1. A little more zip on that one, courtesy of Ken Bourdwine. 1-1 the count. Bourdwine deals, it's inside, 2-1. 2-1 the count on Dorn. 0 for 2 in the afternoon. He struck out his last time up. And the 2-1 is sliced into right field in the gap. That will score the run. Going to second base is Dorn, and he's going to hold up with a stand-up double. RBI double for Bobby Dorn. And the Green Giants with a bit of an uprising here in the 4th inning. It's now 7-4.
Definitely what they needed at this point after being down with a big deficit. Get a rally together and getting it right to, again, where it needed to be, into the gap, into where the shift was towards that right center field area. Now with the double, chance to put themselves back within striking distance if they can get something going again here, still with the 2 outs.
And the bullpen, of course, in action for the Monarchs down the right field line. So it's now 7-4. Here in the bottom of 4. And the Green Giants, with 2 out, have struck for 3 runs. And this game, what was once a 6-run deficit, is now a 3-run deficit here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, really good rally.
That was a real good at bat by Dorn, Justin.
Really good at bat to be able to get the pitches to where they need to be, and again heading it to the gap there for to get the runs.
Absolutely.
In. Just able.
Well placed.
Very well placed. Seen there the bullpen, it looks like Evan Floor, the senior from Michigan State University, is the one who's up in the bullpen.
That's the left-hander. Pitches outside. 1-0 the count to Ornelia, who was 1 for 2 this afternoon. Single his last time up. And the pitch swung on. Fair ball down the right field line. That is going to score a run. It's now 7-5 on another stand-up double for the Green Giants, courtesy of Matthew Ornelia. Back-to-back doubles, and the Green Giants are back in this one. It's 7-5 here in the 4th. It's going to bring up the catcher, Matt Phipps. And that's going to be all for the pitcher. Ken Bourdwine is coming into the ball game. So Bourdwine works 3 2/3, gives up the 5 runs. Also responsible for the runner on second. 3 hits in this inning, 7 hits overall.
Having a decent performance overall until this past inning really was the big time challenge with now the 4 runs. That was on pitch number 70 for him, but now brings in, as mentioned, Evan Floor from the Michigan State Spartans.
What's his first name?
Evan.
Okay, left-hander.
First time seeing him, I believe, in this series as well. And at this point, again, has to be focused on just getting the out here, get them out of the inning before to reduce.
He wants to stop the bleeding, no question about it, with the Green Giants trailing just by 2 instead of 6. Huge, huge difference. The Giants are right back in this one, Justin.
They absolutely are, and now especially now momentum's going towards their way, and for the men now on deck, I believe that's Phipps. You're thinking, got a man here in scoring position when we get back going. I can drive in another RBI for my season, get my team back into this where it's just a 1-run deficit, try and get the best contact he can, because I think the main focus will be for Floor to try and get him out of the game, be prepared for a lot of challenging pitches right at the edge of the zone.
Phipps will be the batter. Tomasi will be on deck. 2 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Boy, it's been a long inning, hasn't it?
Very long inning. I believe when we started this
Let's keep in mind, the Monarchs had 3 runs in their top of the 4th inning, and now the Green Giants have responded with 4.
Yeah, that was a great response once again. And I think we're somewhere around the 40-minute range for this inning, somewhere nearby that point. But I think if you're the Green Giants, you're not focused on time. You're focused on closing up the gap more and more.
So Phipps will step in against the new pitcher, Floor. First pitch from Floor is in for a strike. 0-1 count to Phipps. Oh, 0-2 to Phipps.
Like I said, going to try and challenge him immediately and try and get a strikeout here to get out of this inning, and that's what he's doing here.
And the pitch got him. Phipps goes down swinging. That's the end of the inning. Floor puts out the fire. 4 runs, 3 hits, and an error. And the score at the end of 4. The Monarchs 7, the Green Giants 5. We'll be back with more St. Clair College Green Giants baseball right after these words.
Hi, I'm Luke Willson of the Detroit Lions. For the best local sports programming, make sure to tune in to WeTV.
A staggering 40% of all majorly injured patients in Windsor-Essex are impaired by alcohol or marijuana. When you go out, it is your responsibility to make plans for a sober ride home. Designate a sober driver, call a taxi, or use public transit. The choice is yours. Drive sober, get home safe. Or the next ride you get might not be taking you home.
Look at our next 5 games here for the St. Clair Green Giants. This week, Tuesday and Wednesday, they're away against the Hamilton Joes, and then back here Thursday and Friday against Muskegon Clippers. We'll have both games here for you on WeTV. And then on Saturday, June the 16th, they'll be playing at the Grand Lake Mariners. So that's the schedule for the next 5 games for the St. Clair Green Giants. So we get set to start the top of the 5th inning, and the batter will be the DH, Keegan Bell. He'll face the left-handed pitcher, Thomas Brumfield. First pitch is a ball. It's 1-0. There's a fastball in for a strike. 1-1. The count to Bell. Next 2 batters in this inning, Watson and Schwarzenberger, are the next 2 scheduled batters after Bell here in the Monarch 5th. Curveball is up high. 2-1. 2-1 to Bell, who was 1 for 2 in the afternoon but struck out his last time up. Two and 2. 2-2 to Robert Bell. The 2-2 curveball, and he just got a piece of it, fighting it off. It still remains at 2. Two is outside, make it 3-2. 3-2 to Bell. Curveball is outside, make it ball 4, and the first batter in the inning. Bell goes to first base as a result of the walk, and it'll bring up Keegan Watson. Officially 1 for 2 this afternoon. He's also has been hit by a pitch. So the runner on first and nobody out here in the 5th.
Yeah, another good opportunity after having 3 runs to last inning now for the Monarchs once again. And Watson, of course, was a big part of that with the 2 runs he's come in for today so far.
And the pitch up high, 1-0. Keep in mind a long wait for Brumfield in between innings.
Yeah, that was a fairly long wait with the big inning with the 4 runs scored by the Green Giants, about a 20-25 minute wait at the very least.
Up high again, 2-0. A lot of times that does have a negative effect, Justin, as opposed to, a positive in building off what you had done before.
Yeah, kind of cools off the arm, so to speak, with the amount of time between pitches.
And the pitch, again up high and wide. This time it's 3-0. 3-0 the count on Watson. And Brumfield has thrown 4 straight balls.
Yeah, and I think that's why there's a man now starting to get up in the bullpen.
He walked him. David Cooper is coming to the mound to have a confab with Brumfield. He might be making a change right now. I think he is.
Yep, exactly. It looks
He's
like
signaling for the right-hander. And who was that there, Justin?
It looks
the right-hander. Number 22.
Yeah, number 22. That is Micah Harris, local product from the played with St. Clair College this past season. Essex, Ontario native, coming to the mound.
So on that note, we're going to take a bit of a break. We'll come back with more baseball right after this.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self?
That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search.
Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through our unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
We are back at Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh, Ontario. Micah Harris, number 22, the right-hander. Native of Essex, Ontario, will come in and pitch. He's a good-sized guy. He's 6'4", over 100. And the big right-hander. To nobody out here in the Monarch inning. And this contest has certainly lingered on and on and on. There, Justin Prince.
Yeah, we're already approaching the 2-hour mark. Not even halfway through the ball game here, so.
Did you have to really go there, Justin? Thank you for that. But I know what you mean.
I apologize for going there in terms of time, but still, it's been an entertaining game to say the very least.
Justin is our time tracker, folks. Does a great job of that. Good job there, Justin.
Thank you very much. And
first batter. Nice bunt, too. Tough play for the pitcher, Harris. Throw to first, and he gets him. But it's a sacrifice bunt. The runners advance. That was a great bunt by Schwarzenberger. They'll bring up KELBY WEYLER with runners at second, third, and one out. That was a great bunt.
yeah, great bunt and a great time to call it two there to be able to get the top of the lineup now with men now in scoring position, a chance to really get a rally together now.
To get some runs back.
Exactly that too.
First pitch swung on and fouled back behind us. It's 0-1 to Will. One for two officially. He's also scored a couple times at an RBI. Here's the 0-1. Curveball is swung on and hit down the right side, but it's out of play. Right near the tent. Look out. That went into the tent.
Luckily didn't bump into anybody.
0-2 the count on WEYLER. One out, two on. And the pitch is swung on and hit into right field for a base hit. One run will score. Runner will hold at third. Now he's going to second. Was WEYLER, I should say. So an RBI single for WEYLER going to second. And it's 8-5. And it's going to bring up MWOGU, who has, of course, a two-run homer this afternoon. 1 for 1 officially and 3 RBIs for Jordan MWOGU. 8-5 Monarchs.
A very strong.
One out. Second and third. Ooh. Umpire got hit with the ball that went by the catcher. He's been shaken up.
Yeah. A little bit shaken up, I think, especially with the location of the hit. See this.
Ooh.
Let the picture speak for itself.
Home plate umpire shaken up on the play. Up on his feet. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, it looks like if a little wind knocked out, Trayer's checking out to make sure he's okay, obviously, and looks like a little bit of laugh between umpires.
Well, looks like he's going to be fine.
It looks like he's going to be fine. And
hazards of the occupation sometimes there, folks.
yeah, at least with us, we have a screen between us and the balls.
Good point. Now with us, it get us right between the peepers if we've got it right here.
Yeah, I think a ball to the face is, of course, not something you want to feel.
No. One strike, the count on MWOGU. Here's the pitch. Outside and low, it's 1-1. Second and third, one out. 8-5 is our score. And And we're in the top of 5.
And remember, the scoring all started off with this home run, too, at the beginning of the ball game for MWOGU.
And he just hit another one long, too. This one's well hit deep into left field. This one is right at the fence and grabbed there by the left fielder, Cole. One runner will score. It's a sacrifice fly to deep left field. Another RBI for MWOGU. It is now 9-5. 2 away. Runner goes to third. And 1 run scores. So 9-5 for the Monarchs. And they'll bring up KELBY Bellegarde. 0 for 3 this afternoon. They say 1 for 3. Gee, it's 1 for 3 for Bellegarde. Here's the pitch in tight, 1-0. 1-0 to Bellegarde. Runner at third, 2 out. 9-5 is our score. One and one. Micah Harris coming on in relief of Brumfield. The 1-1 curve is outside, 2-1.
The interesting thing with Harris, he just, with the St. Clair Saints, had just 4 earned runs in 20-plus innings of time with the Saints.
Fastball is swung on, hit down the right field line, running in hard, but not getting to it. The right fielder for the Green Giants, Matthew Ornelia, couldn't catch up to it, but it was foul. Counts 2-2 with 2 out. Is that sunshine I see? There's a base hit to left. They'll drive in the run. Monarchs have hit double digits. It's 10-5 on the single delivered by Bellegarde and RBI, and coming in to score is WEYLER. So it's 10-5 as a result of the single by Bellegarde I should say. He'll bring up Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe is playing first base. Took the place of Slattery. That's up high, 1-0.
Yeah, and of course, being one of those players hit by a pitch as well in this one.
Mm-hmm. Swung on and hit down the right field side. Monarchs have had 5 runs this inning. 3 runs this inning, I should say, and a couple of hits.
Yeah, and bouncing back again from that, the 4 runs from last inning, too, for the Green Giants.
Nice pitch. 1-2 the count on O'Keefe. 2 out here in the 5th. And the pitch swung on and hit into left center field is pretty deep. Off the base of the fence, 1 run will score. It's going to be a stand-up double for O'Keefe, and the Monarchs have made it 11-5. He hit it pretty far.
Yeah, looking at the replay here of the contact, you can hear from the dugout, hit it near the middle in that case, with a help with the wind, able to get it towards the gap, away again from the outfielders to continue the rally. And just like that, the Monarchs respond to 4 runs from the Green Giants in the last half inning with 4 of their own.
And it's 11-5. Ball up high. 2-0, the count to Goodrow. Struck out his first time up. He came into the game as a pinch hitter, then went behind the plate. And O'Keefe moved to first base. O'Keefe, who had a single earlier, is on second with a double, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that has hit pretty well, too. Into deep right field, and this one is gone. A 2-run blast for Jake Goodrow, and it's 13-5. Boy, he hit that a mile into right center field. And the Monarchs lead by 8 here in the 5th inning.
Pretty big distance there, at least 330 plus feet at the minimum to just get over the fence there. And the tallest part of the ballpark in terms of fence is, as you can see, the outfielders knew that one was long gone, 350 plus feet. And poor Lexus as that ball bounced off its front hood.
One strike the count to the batter, and that's Bobby Head. Monarchs have struck for 6 runs in this inning, Justin. There's a ground ball to third. Throw to first, and that is the end of the inning. Yeah. 6 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and the score as we come into the bottom of the 5th. 13-5 in favor of the Lake Erie Monarchs, and talk about an uprising by the Monarchs. Wow.
Yeah, the biggest in one inning here with 6, just able to keep the rally going and going and going. Just, that was a great bounce back, I think, for what was a close game after 4 innings, after the bounce back for the Green Giants. Now they're in full command here, especially in this one, and already, as you can see, Green Giants already thinking of the bullpen options for the start of the 6th.
Yep. As we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Giants trailing by 8. Boy, a lot of runs in this game, certainly compared to last night.
Very different games.
18 hits combined so far today, Justin. Last night, 4.
Just shows again what can change in the matter of a few hours, don't you think? But in a lot of the games for the Green Giants, this was kind of the rhythm of what the hits. There was one game, there was 11 hits apiece for each team between the Sugar Beets and the Green Giants. So this is kind of what we've seen with the opening series with the Green Giants in terms of an offensive slugging shootout. Now, unfortunately for them, they're on the opposite end of the Monarchs, who are up at that 11-hit plateau already.
Monarchs have scored 4 innings of their 5 innings, but it's multiple runs each inning. 2, 2, 3, and now 6. Only 1 inning, and that was the 3rd inning, they had 0. So they've been pretty hot all afternoon, and they punted out 11 hits. The Green Giants have had 7. Ironically, the Monarchs have made the games only 2 errors, too. But at this juncture, it's rather insignificant.
Yeah, at this point, even with the errors, it hasn't really affected the stat sheet in terms of the score.
So Gianni Tomasi will start the Green Giants here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, and the Giants trail by 8. Tomasi 0 for 2 in the afternoon. He swings and misses. It's 0-1 from the offering, and the pitcher, Evan Floor. Second pitch from Floors in for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 to Tomasi. Chopper hit towards short. Dorn with the pickup. Quick throw to first, and he gets him. So 1 up and 1 down in the Green Giant 5th. They'll bring up Harrison Jones.
Pretty routine play here, right up the center and directly to the infielder.
Threw him out on the run.
Very easy run, throw on the run there too.
We'll bring up Harrison Jones, the first baseman. 1 for 2 this afternoon, safe on an error. The shortstop. Last time up, there's a Ball that's popped up, coming towards the dugout. Is there room? No.
I think that almost hit Aaron Sanders in the head, actually. Yeah, you could see him just laughing it off.
You wouldn't be laughing it off if it hit him in the head, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You say, hey, Aaron, it's too late to move now. That was a wild pitch. There from Floor, counts now 1-1 to Harrison Jones. One and two count to Jones.
Yeah, with his time with the Spartans with Floor, had 20 strikeouts this past season, 18 balls in 15 appearances.
Just off the end of the bat, count remains 1-2.
He's definitely somebody that's challenging every batter, it seems, today.
And the pitch, he did go around, and he's out. So Jones strikes out. It'll bring up Krasmensky, I'm sorry. The DH. 0 for 2 this afternoon. So Krasmensky, 0 for 2 this afternoon. 286 on the season. We're here in the bottom of 5, and the Green Giants trail by 8. This feels like the longest game in history there, Justin, just saying. It's been a long one.
Yeah, already above 2 hours at the very least. So that's a strike. But with these kind of games, sometimes it can feel like an eternity, but...
And despite all the runs scored, Justin, the Green Giants have not had the lead in this game.
That's surprising too, but again, you got to remember, they started the first few innings without even scoring a run.
Paul pitches in for a strike. It's 1-2 now, the count on Krasmensky. 2 out, 2 strikes, 1 ball here in the Green Giant 5th. And the pitch just low and away. 2-2. 2-2 to Krasmensky. The 2-2 got him. Caught looking, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down with 2 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors in the 5th. And the score at the end of 5. At the end of 5, it's 13. There's Aaron Sanders. Nobody with him.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Joining me, we have Jason Bryans. He is the Major League Baseball scouter for the St. Louis Cardinals, so always a thrill to have somebody big of a position down here. So, Jason, you, and the first question, I guess, among everybody's minds is the MLB draft. It happened recently. How did that go?
Well, you know, baseball's a funny sport. We'll probably find out in about 4 or 5 years how well the draft. You know, it's not like a football draft. These kids take a few years in the minor leagues, but I think it went well. We had, you know, the kids we got at the top. We got a quick to the big leagues arm and 2 power bats, 1 high school and 1 college from Texas Christian. So we're hoping for big things.
All around the USA and all around too. How important are these collegiate leagues when it comes to scouting players?
Extremely. Yeah, the hitters particularly using the wood bats, which they don't use in college, so that's a big difference. And pitchers, you know, see how you pitch. Sometimes the fastball plays better to wood bats, guys that pound the ball inside better than others. So it's a different game than the college spring game with the metal bat. So we get a lot out of it. The Cape Cod League in particular, but all these summer leagues are important.
Absolutely. And one final question. We see a lot of Canadian content keep on rising up in the major leagues, and especially around baseball. How important does the international flair come into all that too?
Oh, big. I mean, Canada gets better all the time. I drafted a player this year out of Central Michigan that's a Canadian, and Noah Naylor was the top Canadian first-round pick this year. Canada's getting better all the time, though, but you know, with the development with these leagues, there's a lot more opportunities for Canadians than when I played, quite a bit more, and you know, this has got a lot to do with it.
I guess it's back to work to you, huh, Jason?
It is, yeah. It's a little bit downtime now that the draft's over, so it's scouting my 10-year-old and monitoring pitchers and bathroom breaks for those 10-year-olds now. So that's good for a couple weeks and then back to work.
Oh, there you go. All the best to you, Jason. Go out there and have fun. Bill, JP, upstairs to you.
Thank you, Aaron. There's a panoramic view of the ballpark. We showed that a couple times last night. 13-5 our score, the Monarchs and the Green Giants, and Chris Latta is now in pitching for the Green Giants. Had a good outing last night in the Green Giants' victory. But the different situation here with the Green Giants trailing by 8 as we start the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, at this point, he's coming in just to try and stop the bleeding and try and make sure this lead doesn't balloon even more so after the 6 runs in the last inning going on Harris. So at this point, needs to regroup, have a similar kind of performance out of the bullpen for today compared to what he did last night, and try and at least keep it, try and limit the scoring and try and have the first no-run inning since the 3rd.
And don't forget, Justin, for the next days after today, the Green Giants are playing 2 on the road plus 2 back here.
And it's going to be a very tired bullpen for the rest of the way, for the rest of the week because of this game.
Plus they play Saturday too, so actually it's 5 in the next 6 days, actually.
So you can see the stats now on the stat sheet with Chris Latta in his 3 appearances, 2 2/3 innings appearances, 5 strikeouts, and just 1 walk. So they need to get at least a couple more strikeouts here in this inning.
First batter is up later into the contest, and with the score being as it is, a lot of players will be shuffled in and out of the lineup, probably on both clubs.
Yeah, give them chances to have some at-bats, see what they can do.
Ball is hit into right center field. The right fielder with the slide doesn't make the play, so safely aboard is Cole. So the Green Giants have a runner on first base with 1 out.
From Rice University, your third baseman, number 7, Rodrigo.
Look at the replay.
So Rodrigo DeLuke comes up. Looks like he slid right by the ball.
Yeah, I might have just misjudged where to have the slide and just went in between the outfielders in that case.
Runner at first, 1 out. Cole credited with a single. DeLuke is 2 for 2 officially today with an RBI. And there's a pitch fouled off and away to the right side. Got windier here at the ballpark. We had a brief spurt of sunshine, but that's gone. Now it's cloudy and overcast again. Ah, the joys of Windsor/Tecumseh weather, Justin.
Yep, you never know when it's going to be sunny or cloudy, and it's one of those days with cloudy.
Throw over to first, and getting back easily is Bell, or Cole. Runner goes, hit and run, base hit to right field. Heading for third base is Cole, and staying at first base is number 7, DeLuke on the hit and run, and DeLuke is 3 for 3 on the day, first and third with 1 out. And the Giants threatening here. They'll bring up Bobby Dorn. So Brady Dorn is the batter. Dorn 1 for 3 officially with a double here this afternoon. 13-5 if it's our score if you've just joined us late. Well, other than 18 runs, you haven't missed anything.
Well, it's been a pretty productive day in
Yes,
terms.
it has. We've had a couple home runs, too, in this one.
Yeah.
Pitch is up high, 1-0. The count to Dorn. First and third, 1 out. Green Giants 6th, and they trail by 8. Swing and a miss, got him, throw to first, not in time. I don't think there's any intent on tagging the base runner. The first baseman was playing in front of the runner. Count now 1-1. And the pitch, hit to the shortstop. Throw to second for 1. He's out. Back to first. It's wild. Runner will score on the force out. It's now 13-6 for the Monarchs. 2 away here in the 6th. They'll bring up Matthew O'Neillia, who is 2 for 3 on the afternoon with an RBI. He's had a pretty good afternoon offensively for the Green Giants. Runner at first, 2 out, bottom of 6. Floor trying to kill any hopes of a Green Giant rally here in the 6th inning. With 2 away and the pitch. Pitch is low, 1-0. Catcher Matt Phipps is on deck. Should O'Neillia do something. And the pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. 1-1 to O'Neillia.
It looked like his eyes just lit up seeing that ball up in the zone and a chance to try and hammer that, but just too high to get a proper swing or contact on that one.
The 1-1 is fouled away. It's 1-2. One and 2 to Matthew O'Neillia here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 away and a runner at first. That's Dorn. Floor kicks and deals, runner moving, hit sharply to short. Long throw to first, and he gets him, and that retires the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the score at the end of 6. I should say 1 run, 2 hits. 13-6 for the Lake Erie Monarchs. So we'll be right back right after these words.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
I am Nadia Comunich for the best in local programming. Watch WETV.
We are back here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso along with Justin Prince getting ready to start the top half of the 7th inning. Left-hander number 38, Mitchell Pursa, now in the game for the Green Giants to start the 7th. And it is my pleasure to turn the microphone over play-by-play-wise to Justin Prince. Justin, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Jumping into a different seat on the boat, I guess you can really say. But another pitching change to start off this inning in what has been a wild game in terms of hits, to say the least. 11 hits, 13 runs for the Monarchs today, scoring in all but 2 innings so far in this one. And now Pursa's now coming in to try and stop the bleeding here with the way this game is going, with KELBY WEYLER going to be on at the plate to start off this inning. You can see the left-hander from St. Clair College, plays for the Saints, Tecumseh, Ontario native, trying to slow things down, trying to have a second consecutive scoreless inning as they set up at the plate. First pitch goes way wide into the dirt and goes to a pass ball to the backstop.
He's a big guy. He's 6'6", 285.
Yeah, very big guy on the mound, as you can see. All right, taking the signal. 1-0 is the count. Decent contact going towards right field, chasing down the right fielder, and that's going to be out number 1, just like that in 2 pitches.
Well, you like to have that when you're a pitcher coming into a game, just fresh, get that first out. Makes you settle down real quick.
Yeah, settle things down in terms of the game pace as well in terms of scoring, as that's going to bring Jordan MWOGU now to the mound. Hitting 1 home run in this game, Very strong hitter, of course, played for the University of Michigan and was the Collegiate Baseball News Freshman All-America selection this past season in the NCAA. And he's going for the bunt. Has to jump over as that one goes into the dirt. And it's going to be ball one.
Has had 4 RBIs this afternoon.
Yeah, very strong hitter. We've seen this in the first game where he was trying to swing for contact. Today, able to get that contact and drive in runs in what has been a strong offensive game. That one's going to go just outside the zone, 2-0. Pursa waits for the sign. And this one's also higher up in the zone, but this one's going to be hit foul down the right field line and in towards the concession stand areas, as that'll now make it 2-1. Again, going to wait for the sign. Goes for the pitch. This one's going to be low. It's going to be 3-1.
You know, for a big guy, doesn't throw super hard.
Yeah, a lot of off-speed stuff we've seen from him out of the bullpen. And this one just inside the zone on the outside corner, 3-2. Very tough pitch to try and swing at there. MWOGU gets contact. This one hit again towards right field. This one's going towards a foul area. 3 different players in the area, and I think he might have got the catch.
Yeah, the first baseman got it on the run.
That was a great catch around with 3 different players out there trying to chase after that one, and that's going to be out number 2 of the inning. Let's take a look at this one. Great running catch there. And able to get the out just like that. And it looks like Andrew Dyke is now going to come in. Uses Caleb Bogart's slot.
Played last night.
And that one's going to be outside the zone, 1-0. Andrew Dyke, you see his information there, 6 foot, 197, bats and throws to the right. And another one, this one pitched low and inside, 2-0. This one again, going to be pitched outside the zone, 3-0. Sean O'Keefe is waiting on deck. Pursa with this pitch, and it's going to be a 4-pitch walk just like that. Man on first with 2 out as that brings Sean O'Keefe back up to the plate.
Sure, Pursa didn't want to do that with 2 outs here in the 7th inning, first 2 batters, and now walking the 3rd batter. However, let's see what he does here against O'Keefe, who's had a pretty good day.
Yeah, O'Keefe, very strong day today. Actually got hit by a pitch at one point as well. And this one's going to be way outside, able to just reach it to keep it. Oh, it's Phipps. Keeps the man at first, 1-0. You can see Sean O'Keefe's stat line, 2 for 3, hit by a pitch with a single and a double. 2 RBIs now in total in the season. As he's got some great contact. This one going head towards left center field. Into the gap it goes. Bounces off the wall, chased down by the center fielder. As O'Keefe will stop at second. Man runs home. And just like that, it's going to be 14-6 on the RBI double with 2 outs. And again, good contact. The second double of the day for O'Keefe to be able to drive in yet another run, as you see the replay on your screen.
He's had a good weekend. He had also had a hit last night, too, in a pinch-hitting role, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and ended up getting into the lineup for today's game. And It's paying dividends for sure today. Now he's on second, 2 men out. As now Jake Gaudreau is now at the plate. Looks back, pitched out into the strike zone this time, just painting the corner. It's 0-1. You see Gaudreau's stat line, a 2-run home run as his one hit today, hitting .250 on the season in the 2 games combined to start off the Monarchs season. Tried to go for a huge swing there, missing, 0-2. It looks like they're going to have a conference on the mound now to discuss things here for what should be an important pitch here for Mitchell Pursa.
Well, as you mentioned, Gaudreau hit a home run his last time up, so you want to be careful, but you got the lefty against the lefty this time.
Yeah, trying to make sure, I think, that they're on the same page with the calls, the location that they want to be at here. 14-6 is the score. Gaudreau waits. Pursa with the sign. Looking back at O'Keefe, the pitch. And this one goes wide. It's 1-2. Outside the zone, try to get him to swing at that one, it looked like, as O'Keefe will stay at second. Having a few steps off from the base. Doesn't look to be taking a big lead. Going for the pitch once again. Again going low on the outside of the zone, 2-2. Looks like they're trying to get Gaudreau to look towards the outside to try and make him get him to reach. Two-two pitch, very tight. Just avoided hitting him. It's 3-2. Going to set up once again for the 3-2 pitch. And this time he gets really good contact, going towards right field, and just towards the warning track it goes. And just like that, that's your third out of the top half of the inning. 14-6 is the score. 1 run recorded on that one, as it's now an 8-run gap by the Monarchs over the Green Giants in this one. Another good inning for them in terms of the scoring. Just it has been continuing inning after inning in terms of the score here at Lacoste Field today.
Hey, you're right, Justin. No question about it. The Monarchs have really come to play ball here this afternoon, and evidenced by getting runs in 5 of the 7 innings thus far, and most of them multiple run innings with the exception of this past inning. So yes, certainly as we're into the 7th inning stretch, bottom half of the 7th inning, coming up for the Green Giants, but trailing by 8 a long way back. Keep up the good work there, young man.
Yeah, still a long way back here as they get ready to complete the 7th inning stretch. It looks like we might see a pitcher change here too in Brendan Lovell. But remember, there is the next broadcast you have to remember. Next home game is on Thursday, June 14th at 7 p.m. here at Burt McCoss Park in Tecumseh, Ontario, against the Clippers and the Green Giants. Once again, opening pitch will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That should be a good matchup for sure this upcoming weekend.
I mentioned earlier too, Justin, those 2 teams that played last year against each other numerous times. So you're right, should be a very interesting matchup. Although, despite the fact that both teams, I'm sure, have a lot of different new players.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see what they can bring to the table here on Thursday. Again, as you can see, pitching change on the mound. Brendan Lovell is now coming into the game now, right-hander. We look now at your next 5 games. For the next 2 games, they'll be on the road. The Green Giants will be against the Hamilton Joes, 4th, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, Friday is the series against the Clippers. And then on Saturday, they go back on the road to take on Grand Lake and the Mariners. So a busy schedule. 5 games in the span of about 6 days, including this game, about 6 games in the span of about 7 days to start off their schedule again with the next 5.
So Brandon Lovell pitching for the Monarchs, wearing number 9.
Yeah, one of the Western Michigan products they have a part of their squad this season from Scotts, Michigan. The 6'2", 185-pound right-hander will come in with relief, coming in the 7th inning for the bottom of the 7th. While the Green Giants will try and do something here. And it looks like they have a change here for catcher. Alex Crump is now into the game for the first time, I believe, tonight. He'll set on up for his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch. This one's wide and outside. It's 1-0. And this time, Crump gets some contact here. This one's hit all the way towards one of the buildings, bouncing off the roof. It's going to be 1-1 with the foul ball here. And this one this time is going to go low towards the dirt, 2-1 for Lowville.
Crump caught last night for the Green Giants. And the 4-0 win.
That one's also going to go in the dirt, 3-1. Not giving anything he can have good contact on, it seems. As this one's going to be just outside the zone on the bottom side. That's going to be a walk. Now move a man to first base. As with the walk, it looks like it's going to bring in another pinch hitter here. This is going to be enough. You talked about this a little bit before, the chance to see a lot of players come off the bench with this deficit here. And this is, again, one of those cases here. This one higher up in the zone for another ball. So that is now 5 balls in 4 balls, pardon me, in about 5 pitches. Mason Bruce is the man up at the plate. This one inside for the ball, 2-0. And it looks like they're going to have a conference at the mound with the amount of balls being thrown here in the past couple at bats just to come out of the bullpen like this.
No, you don't want this when you're with an 8-run lead. You want to get in and get out of here. We're in the the bottom half of the 7th inning, and I'm sure that's what the catcher is conveying, albeit gently. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the message now. Especially, again, 14-6 is the score here. 2-0 is the count for Bruce. This one pitched towards the center of plate. This time it's in the strike zone, and it's 2-1. Now Bruce, as you see, played 3 games against the Sugar Beets. Now hitting .333 with an RBI in those 3 games. Decent contact down the left field line, but foul, as that's blown amongst the trees, it looks like. It's going to be now 2-2. Man still on first. Lovo with the pitch and a big swing and a miss, says that's going to be a strikeout. And a good bounce back after the walk. As now it's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to bring now Harrison Jones back up to the plate. Very impressive game from him so far at times. Also having an impressive rundown catch in the past inning and a half. This time getting some contact, but fouls it all the way back towards the screen. It's 0-1.
Should mention Justin Alex Lambeau is playing 3rd now for the Monarchs. He played last night, so he's in at 3rd wearing number 3.
It came in the last inning. As this one's going to go all the way back to the screen on a wild pitch. And that's going to move Crump to second base. And it looks like the pass ball going into the dirt. And now a man in scoring position. with a 1-1 count. Now it's about trying to recompose for this pitch. 1-1 the count. Lovo gets the sign for the pitch. And this one almost hits him in the face. Way up there, it's 2-1. You see his stat line, 1 for 3 with a single today. On the season, having 5 RBIs. Decent opportunity to try and get a 6th here. Jones with a big cut there, as that's going to be strike 2. Looked like he was trying to swing that at the center of the plate, Bill, but it was more higher up in the zone in that case.
Had a good rip, but he wasn't swinging for singles on that one, Justin.
Yeah, he was swinging towards the fences maybe, or at least for the gap. And another pitch, and again with a big cut and a swing back to the screen.
Good rip.
Really good power swing there. Just couldn't get, again, the contact he needed. Still 2-2. Jones again will wait for the swing. And this one again is going to be chopped foul off the tip of the bat this time to the back screen. So 3 straight foul balls here.
Didn't get a lot on that one either.
Yeah, that one more towards the outside of the zone. Might have been wanting it more inside. But trying to keep the at-bat alive. And this time the big cut is not there fast enough. It's going to be strike 3, a second strikeout. And 2 outs for the strikeout for Jones. And this is going to be Gibson Kreminski going to come back to the plate as he'll try and get a little rally started here with a man on second base. You can see the stat line having a run to his credit, 0 for 3 officially. As this pitch is going to go high inside the zone, it's 1-0. A good bounce back after the walk for Lovo, meanwhile, with the 2 strikeouts. Good contact from Kreminski there. It's going to be 1-1 here.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, no question about it. But again, with the team trailing by 8, it's a different mindset.
At this point, just try and get whatever runs I think you can at this point, don't you think? And this, again, getting decent contact. This one still hit down the left field line and foul. As that'll blow out of the ballpark here. Moves Crump back to second. And it's still 1-2 the count. (14-6) is the score for the Monarchs over the St. Clair Green Giants. And this time getting great contact, but a great diving stop at first base. That's going to get the out and end off the inning. 1 man left on, no hits, no runs, as the Green Giants still trail 14-6 to the Lake Erie Monarchs in this one after 7 innings of play. You're watching WeTV for Great Lakes Summer Collegiate Baseball League coverage.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory, it's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
And welcome back, everyone, to Tecumseh, Ontario for more coverage of the St. Clair Green Giants. As you can see, the fans starting to bundle on up here on a very windy day here at Lacoste Park. Top of the 8th inning, 14-6 is the score. It's been all Monarchs since the start of the day when MWOGU hit a home run, a 2-run home run in the first. And now it's been just continuing to pile on run after run for most innings ever since here on WeTV. And a big cut and a swing at the start of the inning here. Already 1-1 the count, as you can see, trying to go for some big cuts.
Bobby Head.
Bobby Head, he's got good contact this time down the left field line. Chasing after it is the left fielder. Cole throws it towards the cutoff man, goes over the cutoff man, as that's going to be a double. Able to get to second base on the great contact, as Bobby Head able to get it right on by the third baseman in towards an opening, and Cole just able to stop it from going towards the wall. So with the double, man in scoring position already, as that's going to bring up another man up at the plate here for the Monarchs. Still on the mound right now. Still on the mound is Persa right now. That pitch is going to go way high and outside, as that's going to bring Robert Bell to the plate.
13th, I should say, the 12th hit on the afternoon for the Monarchs was the one there by Head.
I think you can say it's a very productive day when you have 12 hits and 14 runs for sure.
It was his first hit, too.
Persa looks back. The pitch, this one at the bottom of the strike zone, but hit foul down the right field line towards the concession stand and out of the ballpark, as that's going to be a 1-1 count here. Still man in scoring position in Bobby Head. No outs here in the top of the 8th. And Persa throws, but
time called.
Just before the pitch, that's what I thought I was trying to hear, if that was exactly what I heard there. Calling for time as they'll reset for the pitch. And this time Bell gets some good contact. This is going towards right center field and right to the center fielder for the catch. Man tags up as Head will move to third. And now just 90 feet away from a potential sac fly with one out here at the top of the 8th. So great contact there to be able to bring the man from second to third on the tag. Looks like they have one man warming up in the Green Giants bullpen to potentially come on in later on in this one, as he's going to have to take the signs here. Lambo is now at the plate. Alex Lambo. This one's going to go wide and outside again, 1-0. As Lambo waits to make some cuts here. This one going to go low. This is going to be 2-0. Like mentioned, the Green Giants are warming up someone in the bullpen at this point, because you don't want to get this to get even more out of control.
No. And might get somebody else some work.
This one's going to now be 3-0, as that one's going to be wide of the plate. can see the bullpen warming up.
It's a left-hander, another left-hander, and he walked him.
And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk, men on first and third. So there is the opportunity for a potential double play. As now that's going to bring another man up to the plate. That is Zach Schwarzenberger now coming up, the University of Toledo product. He's had a pretty decent day himself, a couple decent chances.
1 for 2 officially.
And a chance to try and bring in another run at this point. You see again the bullpen warming up. A little conference trying to buy more time for the bullpen.
I think that's going to be all for Persa. Dave Cooper moving ever so slowly to the mound.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's going to go for the conference here. Let's see what Cooper makes the move. Does he take the ball away?
Hasn't signaled yet.
At this point, talking about the mindset of a different kind of game at this point to give players more chances to appear. What else do you think is going through the minds of these players with this big of a deficit here at the top of the 8th?
Well, I think, Justin, it's at this juncture and this late in the game, let's get the game over with. You're right, there's now a pitching change. Dave Cooper has made the change. Yeah, it's real difficult when you're 8 innings into a game and you're trailed by 8. Just not easy to come back from. And you know, with only just the 1 out now, you've got runners at first and third. Hopefully this pitcher here can, put the fire out and for the boys to get back at it. What number does he wear? I can't tell. Who was that anyways going in?
Number 27 is now on the mound. That's Stephen Butts.
Okay.
Arizona Christian University product, senior from Glendale, Arizona. First time seeing him here this weekend here at home. So a chance to see him perform here in relief once again. A lot of players appearing in the bullpen today. 2 appearances against the Saginaw Sugar Beets. ERA at 4.5 in 2 innings of work. 2 strikeouts for him so far this season for Stephen Butts. So right now he's getting all set to go. Once again, it's going to be Schwarzenberger who's going to be up at the plate once he's all set to go here for the Green Giants. As you can see, just the deficit still 14-6, 13 hits for the Monarchs today on 14 runs. 6 runs and 9 hits for the Green Giants today.
And the 19th player utilized by the Green Giants this afternoon.
That's a lot of players by far, and that's going to be something that we might see the effects of later on for the bullpen for sure, as well as for the bench. Let's look at your scoreboard as multiple games going on across the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League today. Irish Hills came out on top 5-2 in the first of 2 games today for them. Bottom of the 5th right now for Galleon over Licking County 5-0. Hamilton taking on Xena 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 4th right now, Richmond Hill and Grand Lake tied up at 2.
Look at that one, Cincinnati and South Ohio.
Yeah, bottom of the 9th, 9-8 in that game. Also a 3-3 game going on against Lehman, Irish Hills as well. Saginaw and Missicon not starting off until 7:05 as the first pitch is swung up in towards the back of the screen.
Which is about the time this one will probably end.
At this rate, yeah. Approaching now for this game about 4 hours, pretty close to that range as the pitch goes.
Hey, I was only kidding.
It's going to be 1-1 as that's counted as a strike on the outside of the zone. This one now inside a bit of the plate.
Called a strike.
Yeah, very tight inside, just inside the zone there too. That was a great pitch. 1-2 is the count. And a swing and a miss, says that's going to be a strikeout right out of the bullpen. That's going to be now 2 outs. A much needed strikeout, now 1 away from getting out of the inning and the jam with the man on first. As that's going to bring KELBY WEYLER back up to the plate once again. He's had a lot of appearances today. He's going to have a nice swing. Bounces off the top of the screen towards the right field line. So that's going to be 0-1.
He's 2 for 5 officially. It's his 6th appearance.
A very busy day.
Actually 2 for 4, but his 6th appearance. He had a walk.
At that time, that swing and miss makes it 0-2 on the count. Wind starting to pick up once again from right field. Decent lead at first. Weyler goes for another swing as the wind's just going to blow this one towards the rooftops again.
It surely did carry it, didn't it?
Yes, surely did, and helped push it back more towards the facilities here on the right, down the right field line. Still 0-2 on the count. That time a very nice pitch, strike 3 called, and he gets the strikeout to get out of the jam. 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen, and just like that, able to get out of the jam towards the bottom of the 8th. After that top half, just 1 man left on a walk in that situation. 14-6 again is your score here. Still another inning and a half to go at this point. What do you expect the rest of the way at this point?
I'm thinking it's going to go rather quickly. At least that's what I'm hoping at this juncture, with a score of 14-6 in favor of the Monarchs. Both teams, and you know, the Monarchs have used 15 players, as mentioned earlier. I said that the Green Giants have used 19, so you'll see other players moving in. You may see maybe another pitching change. We'll see if it's the same pitcher that's pitching for the for the Monarchs. Really can't tell at this point from our vantage point, but nevertheless, they get here to the bottom of the 8th inning as the Monarchs are coming on the field. Is that the same pitcher there?
No, that is a different
pitcher.
pitcher.
It is another pitcher. So that's player number 16. He's wearing number 37.
Yeah, and it's an Western Michigan University product in Jack Holzman, pardon me, coming in. Another right-hander, 6'4", 200 pounds. I believe we've seen him yesterday as well. So he's going to come in, get another inning of relief coming in what is a big-time deficit game for the Green Giants. And try and cap this one off. Right now, as you can see, a lot of these Monarchs players probably going to be very happy with what is looking to be their first win of the season, 1-1 in their first series of the year.
Wind has really kicked up here at the ballpark. The lights have remained on all game anyway, so there were some bright spots, but now the game, you know, is into, as you mentioned, near its 4th hour, if not into the 4th hour. The lights are on. We're in almost the 7 o'clock hour, and we get set to start the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah, you see the lights right there. As you can see them shining with the cloudy skies behind. It's been cloudy and overcast all day. Had a little bit of a mist earlier on this morning before opening pitch. As you can see the Green Giants dugout here. A lot of players thinking right now with this big time deficit on their home field. This would be, if it stays the same way, they're just their 2nd loss so far this season. As now, and it's going to be Mitchell Morales coming up to the plate.
Well, he batted for Homer the last inning or so ago, so he's his replacement at second base.
Yeah, he's going to try and go for some swings here to start off the bottom of the 8th inning here on WeTV. If you're just tuning in, the Monarchs up 14-6 over the Green Giants. And he starts off with some good contact towards right field. Diving slide, diving catch, able to make it. And a beauty of a catch in right field on the sliding grab.
Outstanding play.
Andrew Dyke on the catch. Beauty of a play. Let's take a look at this replay.
How's that for tracking this one? Look at this. Tremendous play.
Yeah, that robs what could have potentially been at least a single. As with that, it's going to be the first out of the inning on that one. Here comes the first pitch for this at-bat as it goes more inside. That's going to count as a strike, as this is going to once again bring up David Cole. This one more towards the center of the plate for strike number 2.
Kid throws hard.
Very hard, and seen this a bit yesterday too, I believe. Now a hard pitch, but Cole's able to time it up. Dribbles foul down the left field line. Chased down by the third baseman. Stays 0-2 the count.
Okay to mix up your pitches. That was a curveball. He just got a piece of it.
Let's see if he mixes it up here. Waits for the sign. The pitch. Cole with the swing. This one hit towards the shortstop. And this will be a routine play for the out. The second out of the inning as Cole grounds out. As that will now bring up Rodrigo Dulick back up to the plate.
He's had a great day.
Very great day. A lot of production from him as he's going to have a chance to do something here with 2 outs.
3 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, right now, bases empty. 4 batters remaining. 4 outs remaining, I should say, for the Green Giants in this one. And that one, an off-speed pitch. That one counts for a strike. 0-1. That one looked to be a bit more off-speed as well, but this time fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2. And good pitching so far out of the bullpen as well for Heusman as today. This one a bit more of a fastball. This one up high. That's going to be 1-2. Maybe trying to change the vision for where he's looking for the next pitch. Got him swinging as that's going to be strike 3. He gets the strikeout to end off the bottom of the 8th. And with that, the Monarchs still lead 14-6. Green Giants looking to try and at least maintain the score here. You're watching St. Clair Green Giants baseball here on WeTV.
Hi, I'm Luke Willson of Detroit Lions. For the best local sports programming, make sure to tune in to WeTV.
A staggering 40% of all majorly injured patients in Windsor-Essex are impaired by alcohol or marijuana. When you go out, it is your responsibility to make plans for a sober ride home. Designate a sober driver, call a taxi, or use public transit. The choice is yours. Drive sober, get home safe. Or the next ride you get might not be taking you home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lacoste Park as everyone continues to bundle on in for the top of the 9th inning. 14-6 is the score for the Lake Erie Monarchs if you're just tuning in over the St. Clair Green Giants. As right now, Jordan MWOGU is up to the plate once again. Very strong day for him. Had the first home run of the season for the Monarchs. As he's just going to sit on this one, as that one's going to be called a ball just outside the zone, 1-0.
4 RBIs on the day, plus he had another one that was hit pretty deep as well that brought in a run. So he's had a great day.
Another fastball. This one counts as a strike towards the center of the plate, 1-1. Same pitcher still in Stephen Butts. More higher up in the zone, 2-1. So that's outside the corner. Lots of faithful fans here with the 14-6 score with the 2-1 count. Try to go for a check swing. Did they get him? Yes, they did, as that's going to be strike 2. got tied up in knots there, it looked like that time.
Didn't really want to swing.
Here comes the pitch from Butts. And a great contact for MWOGU. This one's going to be a base hit towards right field. Able to cut it off in right field. And MWOGU is back on base again today. And Andrew Dyke is now going to be up at the plate for the Monarchs on the single. And a chance to keep things going here.
Using a pinch hitting rule earlier in the game and walked. His first time up.
Chance to try and get his first official hit of the day, and he gets a decent swing on this one. Down right field, and all the way out of the ballpark, off into the parking lot. 0-1 is the count, as you see the information on Dyke on your screen. 6 feet, 197, bats and throws right. And Dyke swings at that one, doesn't make contact, it's 0-2. Another big cut there trying to get contact. Not a big lead at first for MWOGU. Butts gets the signal. And another big swing and a miss, as that's going to be a strikeout. And that's 1 out. At least 2 at-bats remaining now for the Monarchs from this one here at the top of the 9th. As that's going to bring Sean O'Keefe back up to the plate. Started off the weekend with a pinch hit and a hit yesterday. Is that another great day today? That one's going to be inside the strike zone. 0-1 is the count.
He doubled twice the last 2 times up.
Very productive with the doubles. I believe with the pinch hit, it was a similar situation with that too.
Yeah, correct. 3 doubles on the weekend.
That one inside this time, but counts the strike. 0-2. I think at this point, it looks like thought is try and get out of here as quick as you can. And this time, O'Keefe's just going to hit it right by third base. This one's going to go out towards left field. MWOGU going to rush towards third. He's able to get to third as O'Keefe stops at first. And there's going to be men on first and third on the corners with 1 out.
Pretty good rip there by O'Keefe. His 4th hit of the afternoon. 2 singles and 2 doubles. 4 consecutive hits for O'Keefe after being hit by a hit batsman and going out the third. And he has had a real great day.
Really great day for him today for O'Keefe.
Got an offensive leader.
Big time offensive leader as that went by to Luke on the hit. This is going to once again bring up another chance for an at-bat here for Jake Goodrow. And this time gets really good contact towards right field. The wind's blowing at the same time though, as this is going to be a potential sac fly. Rush at the plate going for the tag. Did he get him? Yes, he did. And that's going to end off the top of the 9th with a beauty of a tag on Jordan MWOGU. What a throw from right field on the tag. Look at the replay.
Great running catch. Came back from a long way to get this one, then throwing it on the run.
Yeah, able to just get there about 2 steps early. And a great take there from the outfield on the throw. As that's going to bring us now to the bottom of the 9th inning. 14-6 is still the score. 1 hit in the inning. 15 hits allowed today by the Green Giants. Green Giants just 9 hits themselves.
24 hits combined, Justin. And we've had a few good plays today, and that was certainly one of them.
That was a beauty of a defensive play by far, for sure, and what has been at times a hit parade game. And we've seen some beautiful plays from the Monarchs as well in this one, despite the 2 errors in the field as well, which does not, of course, as mentioned, does not matter to the score sheet. Still a pretty good day for baseball here in Tecumseh, Ontario, as you see the wind blowing here at Lacoste Park. Fans still in the stands watching their favorite team. Final half of the inning.
New pitcher number 15 is in for the Monarchs, here to pitch the 9th inning. And try and close this thing out. Nathan Huff.
Seen him yesterday, I believe, as well. The University of Toledo product, the right-hander. As he'll try and close things on out, try and get them out of the game here with as little damage as possible in a 14-6 game. Green Giants will try and do something here. It would take a monstrous rally to come back down from this.
Epic would be a good word to use.
And basically, you need to have a lot of luck in that case. As you see warming up, Nathan Huff once again, 6'2", 198 pounds. He's going to get all set to go here to be on the mound to try and cap this one off for the first victory of the season for the Lake Erie Monarchs.
17th player of the afternoon utilized by the Monarchs, 36th player between the two teams.
Yeah, a lot of players being utilized today, and it looks like we might see another one. Tommy Sacco is on deck to start off this inning.
Okay, he played last night.
Tommy Sacco from Gilbert, Arizona is waiting. You see him on the left. And now Sacco's going to go up to the plate. First at bat for him in a pinching opportunity. We'll see what he can do here to start off the bottom of the ninth inning. You can see the stats for the past 4 games. Not in the lineup today. Hitting under 100 to start off the first 4 games of the year. That one up high in the zone. That's going to be counted as a ball. 1-0 is the count.
Sacco, a switch hitter batting left here this afternoon.
That one also going to be outside the zone. 2-0. Goes for a swing, good contact, able to get it just in outside to the outfield. He gets a base hit. So Sacco might be getting something started here at the bottom of the ninth inning. That's the 10th hit of the game for the Green Giants. And maybe trying to get something to go right here. Gonna bring up Carter Mossy now up to the plate. Also, I think a pinch hitting opportunity here.
Again, he played last night.
Coming in now, getting some chance to have an at-bat here to end off this game as well. Waits for the sign. And the pitch going to be very tight inside. Almost hit him there, had to back off the plate. And it's 1-0 the count.
Mossy was 1 for 3 last night. Struck out twice.
Yeah, one of the 2 hits, I believe, in yesterday's game, too, with the 4 runs.
You're right.
As Mossy, that one's going to go off the catcher's glove. Able to chase it down, but that's going to move Sacco to second. As that's going to be ruled a pass ball. Still 2-0 on the count after the ball going into the dirt. Waiting for the sign. Pitch, and this time it's going to be hit right off the shortstop as that's going to roll all the way to left field. Sacco will move to third. And Mossy's going to move to first on that, what could potentially be ruled as an error on that play.
You would think off his foot, but he had the glove right there. That play should have been made, I think.
That was a pretty textbook one. Look at the replay. Hit right to him and just bounces off of him.
Yes, they've counted it as an error on the scoreboard, so an error to the shortstop. And runners at first and third with nobody away here in the ninth.
Yeah, up at the plate now. Still no outs in this one. As it's going to be a swing, I believe. This is Crump going right down the line, but foul.
That was close.
Could have
really
been a potential double right there.
Oh yeah, that was close.
So the runners will now shift back to where they need to be. As now, yeah, Crump thought that was long gone. We're going to move the men back to the corners. 0-1 the count. Alex Crump from Kellogg Community College from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That pitch, bit of a curve on that one, 1-1. Men now on second and third. That was, of course, with the dirt ball, pardon me. As Crump goes for the swing and bounces off of him after the foul tip. Going to be 1-2 still on the count. Chance to score the first run since the 6th inning, just 90 feet away. And that one goes wide a bit, 2-2. And this one again goes down low, 3-2 for Nathan Hall.
Interesting. This is what we call the action pitch. Let's see what happens here with nobody away. 3-2 count.
This could be a big pitch here too. Men on second and third. And this one's going to be a walk. He walks the bases loaded on a 3-2 count. And we might see the word epic start to potentially come in play if they can do something on this. As this is going to bring Mason Bruce up to the plate.
Nobody warming up in the Monarchs pen. Just like I can see.
Yeah, that pen is completely empty, I think, from what it looks like here. Is they're going to stick with Nathan Hall right now. Now, with the 8-run deficit. Bruce again at the plate. Bruce fouls it back to the screen, as that's going to be 0-1 for the left-handed hitter. Bruce came into this game earlier on tonight. Waits. And that's going to be a strike, 0-2.
It's a big strike for the pitcher.
Big strike. Could potentially bounce back here. 0 for 1 in the game today. 250 overall in the season so far. And this time, Bruce able to time it up. Might be a sac fly, but it drops. Able to bloop its way through in between 3 different players, as that's going to bring in run. The bases are still loaded after that one. Able to just get it right to the perfect spot to drive in a run. 14-7 will be the score on that hit, as that's going to bring Harrison Jones up to the plate.
Jones 1 for 4 on the afternoon, but has struck out the last 2 times.
Don't want to get the hat trick here, as that's going to be in the strike zone.
Oh, he'd like to see some sort of redemption here.
Think that he can have a big chance with that, with the bases still loaded. And Jones fouls this one off again to the right. Bounces once again off the clubhouses. 1 for 4 today, as mentioned, with the 2 strikeouts. Came into today with 5 RBIs to his totals. 267 on the season. Hoff will now set up. This one higher up in the zone, as that one was really inside. 1-2. And it looks like there's starting to be a little bit of movement now in the bullpen now for the Monarchs side. Discussing things at the entrance of the bullpen. That one just outside the plate, 2-2.
Whew. Well, the dramatics continue here at the ballpark. Nobody away still.
And the base is still loaded in the bottom of the ninth. No outs, 2-2 count. Jones gets contact, not happy with that contact as he pops it up. Nothing they can do there. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
Infield fly rule was in effect.
That went right to the shortstop there, and that too with the infield fly. As that's going to bring Kurzminski back up to the plate once again. Still a 7-run deficit, but again, still men in scoring position. You can see him today in his stats. 0 for 4 with a run today. 222 on the season so far with an RBI. Thought about swinging on that one, but it's 1-0. Trying to keep the potential rally alive for the Green Giants. Goes for the swing. This one heading towards left center field. Chased down in left field as this is going to be a sac fly. Thrown towards the cutoff man as that's going to be in for a run. 14-8 will now be the score. That'll be the second out with the sacrifice fly. Down to possibly the last batter of the game here for the Green Giants. As now, no pressure, no pressure.
Morales 0 for 2 so far this afternoon after coming in midway through the game.
He still has men on first and second here too, so if he can get some good contact, can at least get another run here. This one going to be outside the zone. It's going to be 1-0 on the count. They do have a couple players in the bullpen waiting if need be. Haw goes for the pitch as this one's going to be hit to the third baseman. Can he get the play to first? And this one's going to go right by O'Keefe. This is going to bring in 1 run. Stop sign at third base as this is going to be now second and third with 2 out. After what was a routine play that could have ended the ball game right here on this replay.
That was a tough play at third. He had to go deep. Long throw.
Just couldn't.
Error on the throw, but I think it's a single and an error, quite frankly.
Yeah, it was a tough play for sure at third, but it looked like if it was in the glove, it was going to be at least a step and a half, it looked like, on the replay.
I don't think he had him at first, quite frankly.
Either way, it's now 14-9 on the score after that. We'll see if they do score the error in single. As now up at the plate as that's hit up into the screen is Cole. They rule it as a hit and an error.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the head.
Yep.
1 for 2 is Cole. Sometimes it helps to have a great experience like yourself, Bill. And Cole watches that pitch as it goes in the strike zone, and they're down to their last strike. 0-2 is the count. Men on second and third. And able to get the curve in the strike zone, strike 3. And just like that, the Lake Erie Monarchs have their first win of the season on a strike 3 called. 14-9 is your final in this one. It was a dominant day offensively for them. 15 hits, 14 runs, 4 errors, but that doesn't come into play for the Green Giants. 12 hits, 9 runs. Wild game in terms, if you're a fan, for hitting for sure, Bill.
Certainly was a shootout at the old KO Corral that started off early with runs early, unlike last night's game where there was a efficiency in runs and hits. Today, the two teams combined for 27 hits, 23 runs, a 14-9 victory for the Monarchs. They even the record at 1-1, and you know what? An unbelievable contest here this afternoon that changed into the early evening. Unbelievable. You know, it's 14-9 game.
Unbelievable game as we'll come back with your post-game coverage here on WE TV. You're watching St. Clair Green Giants baseball.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
All right, welcome back down here at Lacasse Park. Joining me is the head coach of the St. Clair Green Giants, Dave Cooper. And Dave, taking this game into consideration today, how can you evaluate this weekend's set of games?
Oh, I mean, we played well last night. We got all the pitching we could get, and today our pitching was very subpar. And, I mean, you shouldn't give up 14 runs. We didn't make an error, and we scored 9 runs. That's a game you should win, but, you know, we got to pitch better.
You're on the road for the next 2 games against another new kids on the block, the Hamilton Joes. What's going to be the mindset going into their ballpark?
Well, we'll be back up top in our rotation, and Miguel Cienfuegos, he'll be back. He had to go back to Quebec after his start on Tuesday and missed that today, kind of put us in a emergency, and he'll be back Tuesday, and we'll be right back online. If he throws like he did up in Saginaw, we're going to be in the ball game.
We'll see you guys back here on Thursday. Good luck to you, Coach. All the best to you over Hamilton. All right, folks, there's Dave Cooper, the head coach of the St. Clair Green Giants. Once again, the final score is 14-9. The Lake Erie Monarchs, they split the series against the St. Clair Green Giants. The St. Clair Green Giants still go up to a 3-2 record, and Lake Erie will now have a 1-1 record. Simple enough. Next time we'll be here, we will be going up against the Muskegon Clippers this Thursday night. That will be a 7 p.m. start, so we invite you to tune in here on WE TV. Like we said before, St. Clair now on the road to play against the Hamilton Joes. The new kids on the block into this league. Plenty of new ones this year, so check them out, and we'll see you guys back here on Thursday. Good stuff from the crew, and we thank you for watching. Until next time, this be Aaron Sanders saying so long from the town to Tecumseh.